I can feel it deep in my plums, ripe for the picking and ready to take them to farmer's market. We got a Slaanesh campaign stream going on today, boys. Welcome, Call of Warhammer, beginning of the end times. It's been a while. If you guys follow the channel all the way back in, I don't know, 2016, early 2017, this was blowing up. This was kind of what put my channel on the map a little bit. I mean, certainly I had done plenty of Shogun 2 and Rome 2 content before this, and I had a following at that point, but Call of Warhammer and Call of Warhammer Beginning of the End Times in the run-up to Warhammer 1 was really where the channel took off, and it has a special place in my heart, a nostalgic place, and we are revisiting it today. And it's going to be a wondrous time. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. We're going to be playing some Medieval 2 mod, and it's going to be glorious.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Thank you, Steve Rambo. We are going to suck some dick today. I've got my hammer and nail. I've got my hedge cutters. I've got all my pain and pleasure ready for the picking. And we should have a good time. Ryder MCG, greetings from the Discord. Brothers, Bertus, Lucas Radler, John Smith, Hazel McGuire. What's going on, my homies? So what we're going to do here... Oh, God, I love that. Oh, it's so good. It's so damn good. Okay. First thing I want to do, before we jump into anything, is do a quick overview of some of the rosters. Because I know a lot of you probably haven't seen Beginning of the End Times before. We're not going to go in super in-depth here. But there's a lot to show off. And there are a couple things that this mod does really damn well that kind of blows Warhammer, Total War Warhammer, out of the water. So, for example, one of my favorite things about this mod is how they handled the Chaos Gods. Now, I've been a little bit outspoken about this whole topic before, how I think the factions should be handled when Warhammer 3 rolls out. I am perfectly cool with a Chaos Demons Undivided faction and a Warriors of Chaos Undivided faction as well. I think those should be in the game. They are army books, they are 8th edition, they are legit. At the same time, there should be god-specific factions for each of the Chaos Gods. And that is something that Beginning of the End Times has done, and it combines the warriors and demons of each of those gods. I really like that. I think that's the way you're supposed to handle it. That is by far the best way to get as many legendary lords, as many units, as many faction-specific mechanics in the game as possible. So for example, it's going to be a Slaanesh stream, so we might as well look at them first. This is the Slaanesh roster. It combines the demons and the mortals of the Dark Prince. Keeper of Secrets, Seekers of Slaanesh, Chosen Knights of Slaanesh, Chosen of Slaanesh, Chaos Warrior Halberds, and each of them have their own marks, their own aesthetic, their own armor, their own visuals, and their own gameplay mechanics as well. Different stat lines, all that stuff. That's exactly how Warhammer 3 should be handling these factions. And I think it's glorious because it really combines the best of both worlds without making any race OP. Now, if you combined Demons of Chaos Undivided and Warriors of Chaos Undivided and made them one faction where you get all the warriors and all the demons for every single god, that faction would be broken. That faction should not exist in Warhammer 3. That's why there should be 2 undivided factions. But each of the god-specific ones would not be OP because there's a very clear-cut role for each of these races. I mean, Khorne, for instance, has no magic. They have no casters whatsoever. As we know in Warhammer 2, Warhammer 3, that is exactly... I mean, it's a huge problem for any race. If you can't use magic, you are at a massive detriment. But what they make up for it with is lots of aggression, good armor values, amazing, overwhelming melee attack, melee prowess in general. Probably have some kind of elements of murderous prowess that the Dark Elves have. The more they kill, the better they get in melee. And they have a ton of magic resist as well. So each of the god-specific factions has very clear-cut strengths and weaknesses that wouldn't make anything OP. So that's how I think they should handle it. This is just glorious, man. Blood Crushers of Khorne, Skull Crushers of Khorne, Chosen of Khorne, Bodyguard, Chosen, Bloodletters. Combine all that together with Flesh Hounds and the Bloodthirster of Khorne and all that, and you've got exactly what you need. for Warhammer 3. But this is not about Khorne today. This is about Slaanesh. So we're going to jump into our own Slaaneshi playthrough right now. And we're going to start it off with a battle as well. So, at the moment, in this playthrough, we are invading the weak Southlands. We're kind of taking over a bit of Norska, but we're just beginning to reach the edge of the Empire and of Kislev proper. And already, we've got a bit of a challenge on our hands. I mean, this shouldn't be too bad, but Volmir of Ostland, the Elector Count, is in this battle. Frederick von Walden and Wilhelm von Wallenstein. I don't think any of those names actually mean anything. But we gotta kill some people. When you search for Call of Warhammer Lizardmen, your videos are the first results. Yeah, dude. I mean, back in the day, there were 3 people playing this mod. It was me, Maximus Decimus Meridius. You guys remember his channel? I do miss him. Great dude. Was in a couple of my Rome 2 streams. Very good Rome 2 player. And he started out, actually, he did play some Total War Warhammer. I know that he was into the setting well before the game actually came out. But he, unfortunately, I guess, life got the better of him, or he got tired of YouTube. I'm not sure what the deal was. But I've not talked to him for years now. But yeah, he was the one who actually started out with Call of Warhammer in multiplayer. Played with a person named Gojira, if you remember that name. And I jumped in, I was the third wheel on that one. Played some games with Maximus, played some games with Gojira, and that was all back on Call of Warhammer 1.5, I think. And we just jumped in, and those videos blew up, dude. I mean, that was, talk about timing. I said, look, Total War Warhammer's announced, it's coming out soon. I don't know anything about the setting. Let's play some. Let's learn about the setting. Learn all we can about the lore. Play a bunch of games, show off the unit rosters, and people were hyped, man. They were scrambling for any kind of content regarding Total War Warhammer. So, yeah, that definitely was a huge boon to the channel. It was super fun. And this mod holds up to this day. I mean, visually, obviously, the unit models, I mean, it's Medieval 2. The game came out in, what, 2005, 2006? It's old as the hills. But it's awesome. And, I mean, I think most of us can agree Medieval 2 is one of, if not the best Total War games in the series. So, hard to go wrong with it. So, we have Lord Sigvald, we have Strickar of the Sortsvinier. I actually don't know how to pronounce the second part of that. He is also a lore character, and a bunch of Chaos Lords in this army, and a very beaten up stack of Chaos Trolls, Chosen Knights of Slaanesh, and Chosen. We'll see how this goes. This is going to be probably not too bad. We have them outnumbered here, and we force them out onto the open plain as well. Don't have to fight inside the settlement. We'll try to avoid sieges as much as we can here. I don't hate Medieval 2 sieges, but they do get very grindy. So we'll try to force them out onto the open plain as much as possible, because we have Chosen Knights of Slaanesh, which are obviously incredible. Like, their Medieval 2 cav is ridiculous, unless you're in a siege scenario where you can't wind up for a full charge. And I have had 1 or 2 crashes in this playthrough. It seems likely if we do like a 3.5 hour stream, that might happen once again. If it does, no big deal, we'll just boot up again, but hopefully it does not become a trend in this session at all. Toby, how are the Lizardmen in Call of Warhammer? I really love how they are portrayed in Warhammer 2 and fear they aren't as cool here. Well, no. I don't think any faction, except the ones that we don't have access to yet, like the Ogre Kingdoms, Chaos Dwarfs, or Demon factions, are as cool as they are in Total War Warhammer, simply because this game's old and the unit models are just obviously not going to be as good, not as high def, and we might as well take a look at a few of them here. I mean, this is the exact kind of aesthetic I'm looking for. Obviously the visuals will be massively updated, but look at these Chosen, man. They've got the jewels, they've got the Baroque armor, the lavender color scheme, the gold plated like ensorcelled trimmings on the side, the, I don't know what you'd call that, like a falchion? I mean, they look really badass, and if you compare them to the Chosen for the other factions, this is a very clear-cut visual, like, distinct difference. Very different looking. I mean, Khorne, much more bulky. Nurgle, you'll see their distended, swollen bellies coming out, their intestines swarming out of their skin. They all have their own unique aesthetic, and I think it makes for some really interesting models. And it's kind of what blows my mind about people who say they don't want Chaos God-specific rosters. You're missing out on so much of what makes Warhammer Warhammer if you don't want that kind of content. And there's Sigfold, by the way. His model's in the game, too. He is riding a, well, not a steed of Slaanesh, I guess a hell steed. And yeah, this heavy cav is beastly, as you might imagine. They've all got the mohawks. It's gonna be a good time. Let's get it popping. Okay, so in the front ranks here, we're gonna combine them with the Chaos Trolls and put some Chosen on this side as well. We can pretty much just blob up with the infantry, as the Chaos Trolls will do the majority of the killing. And then the heavy cav is really where the game will be won or lost every single time. Let's combine you guys into one control group here. You guys into another. Lock that up. And let's swarm some Osland douches, shall we? Get your screwdrivers ready, boys. Get them ready in the chat. We're gonna make them hurt. Yeah, the voice acting in this is really good too. I don't know where, I think they brought a lot of the stuff over from Mark of Chaos and some of the older, not Total War games, but older Warhammer games. Imagine Dark Omen, Mark of Chaos, a lot of those are probably present in the voice acting here. But yeah, let's get this thing popping, shall we? So, I don't know exactly what they have. I see one unit coming in from the flank here. Let's go hunt them down. Yeah, so it looks like Bull Knights of Osland coming in. So this is General's Bodyguard unit. My entire point, what I want to do here, is cut them off before they have a chance to reinforce. So let's get all these guys moving up. Get you guys moving out to the flank, and Sigvald coming in right here, and we can just get a full surround off on this unit. This is the Electric Count of Osland, by the way. Valmir von Rokov. Looks a little bit like Genghis Khan. He's rocking a bit of a Mongolian aesthetic. And, I mean, if you had to compare him to any Primarch in 40k, I'd say he looks a lot like the Khan. Let's catch him out, get a full surround off with the heavy cav, and once he dies, we can focus on the main line, who seem to be coming in reinforcing from the eastern edge of the battlefield. Yeah, we got him fully surrounded. Let's just go in. Get a full surround off here, baby. Oh, the spit roast, just how Slaanesh likes it. Oh, it's happening. Now, the worst thing that could happen, and one of the things that kind of annoys me about this game in general, is that your generals can die, like, out of nowhere, kind of randomly. I would not be surprised if it happens this play session. Sigvald's already lost a decent amount of men. He's trying to push through. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a spit roast if I've ever seen one. Yeah, they're done. Would you not play the new version with the Vampire Coast, Pestilence, and the new location for Tzeentch? We might at some point. This is 1.5 right now. This is one of my favorite versions of the mod. So, I'm not opposed to the idea. I know that they've... There he is. He's dead. He's dead. He's out of the picture. They've done a couple versions of the mod. There are some, like you said, with Araby, with the Vampire Coast, with Janky, Necrofax Colossus, those kind of things, which is always really fun. We'll take a look at it, but I've not played with it so far. I guess this infantry should just be moving up. We should just run right at them. We've got handguns and stuff. Push out to the flank real quick. And there are some Great Swords Bodyguard as well. Might want to swarm them here with the infantry and then just rear charge. We'll kind of put Sigvald on the periphery. I don't want to just go straight in with him now. We can get a rear charge, but I don't want to overcommit with him because he's already lost some HP from the regular lords. Chaos Trolls are in there. Hold the line here for now. You guys push out, and there are some crossbows and handgunners sitting in the back that we can run over too. Actually, all the heavy cav should come over. Micro and Medieval 2 is a weird thing, man. It's very, very different than your standard Total War game. It feels very different than the more recent ones, obviously. There's no debug cam, which makes me a little bit sad. Let them go. We have them fully surrounded. They're broken now. And the charge mechanics in Medieval 2 are also a little bit strange. There is a lot more about mass and momentum that's important in Medieval 2. So if you don't get a full run-up, you'll actually kind of struggle to deal much damage off the charge at all. But if you have all the momentum running in, you can absolutely decimate entire units, which is super fun. But let's push out with these heavy cav out behind the mainline infantry. We'll run some of these crossbows down. Get you guys into melee. Those are halberds and spears, so I want to be a little bit cautious with that. One thing that's nice, though, is you don't have to care about spearmen or halberds when you're fighting with your quote-unquote large monsters, like the Chaos Trolls in this mod, because they don't count as large. There's no... Only cavalry and elephants, rather, count as large. So I don't have to worry about that at all. Yeah, I'm running down the range stuff. And then... Got a nice little anvil there. You guys can just smash them from behind. Just how the Dark Prince likes it. Form those, and I think we're looking pretty solid here. Oh, this is gonna be satisfying. Here we go. Just smashing them there. That's what I like to see. Okay, so that unit is done. We're gonna break off into the Austin Spearmen. We should be able to run them over with the heavy cav. But maybe you don't want to put them in first. Let the infantry charge first. Chaos Trolls. And then one more rear charge, which would be good. Yeah, everything does feel weighty. I agree. There's more momentum. Not that... I mean, the charges are actually amazing in regular Total War Warhammer 2. I think it's one of the best things they've done with Cav in that game. Some people don't seem like Cav in Warhammer 2. I very much disagree. It is a force on the battlefield when used well. But Medieval 2 Cav hits a little bit different, as you guys well know. Alright, let's pull out. Those spears are ready for that charge. They're all broken now. Yeah, that should be... There's no army losses penalty in Medieval 2, so... I don't know if that'll kick in. We do have to run off these crossbows real quick. Perfect. And that's a good start. King Tot with the DKK 20. Hey man, love your work. Thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, I thought that revisiting this mod, I've been wanting to do it for a while.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
I'm so happy I did that. Thank you, Steve Rambo. Yeah, I've been wanting to revisit this mod for a long time, honestly. It's just fun. It just brings back so many memories, so much nostalgia. It's just a good time for everybody. I've never streamed it before. I've never streamed Medieval 2. So if this is something you guys want to see more of, let me know. Gonna double fast forward it there, and let's continue it real quick just to make sure that none of these things actually escape. Got all this fast heavy cav, let's use it. Perfection. What's left on the field? Is it just these guys? Yeah, one unit. Let's make sure they don't come back. Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick. Alright, that was their general, too. Wait. So, Medieval 2 economy for Chaos, or beginning of the end times economy for Chaos, is a little bit weird. We'll take a look at that as we jump back into the campaign map now. But it's very different than what you've come to expect. For Chaos, you can actually settle. You're not a horde faction. There are no hordes in Medieval 2, which is weird, because I think in Barbarian Invasion, back in Rome 1, there was a thing. I could make some money from this. Yeah, almost 4,000. Let's ransom. I'm fine with that. We can just kill him again. Ryder, you should look forward to the next version with reworked Slaanesh campaign and the Border Princes faction. And Toby, my biggest problem with Medieval 2 always has been the fact that your units don't regenerate, meaning your army gets more battered and battered without you being able to do anything. Yes, and that is absolutely a problem for Chaos here, because as we take a look at the campaign map, which, by the way, stretches all the way to Nagaroth and Ulthuan, so, I mean, we're talking a gigantic map. And actually, my FPS is so high. I've heard you're supposed to use the FPS limiter with modern computers when you're playing Medieval 2, because the camera just goes shwoo, goes real fast like Sonic the Hedgehog. But our recruitment centers are all the way up in the north in the Chaos Wastes. So let's toggle Fog of War real quick and just show you what's up. A little bit of cheating, but I think you guys want to see the map anyway. So this is the Chaos Wastes up here. I have Keep of Secrets. This is my citadel, my main homeland, as it were. We have Citadel of Decay right here for Nurgle, Citadel of Change for Tzeentch, and Heap of Skulls for Khorne. So up in the north, this is, well, the Chaos Wastes. It's exactly what you'd expect. Down below, we have Kislev, the Bastion against the far north. To the east, we have the Darklands, Uzkalak, Zarnagrund, the Darklands, and it has its own unique terrain, Demon Stump and all that, which is cool. Ogre Kingdoms are nearby as well. And look at the Night Gobbos. Oh my god, they're already rocking 3 full stacks. Turn 13. That's terrifying. Okay, well, we don't have to deal with them, thankfully. There's Karak Kadrin. So, I mean, obviously, a lot of these locations you guys will recognize. Red Eye Mountain. New spot where Azag the Slaughter is making his home turf at. Dude, the Night Gobbos are OP. Obviously, far in the west, we have the High Elves of Ulthuan, the Dark Elves of Nagaroth. Yeah, there won't be any smooth... There will be no smooth camera movement here, guys, unfortunately. There's no such thing as cinematic smoothing like there is in Warhammer 2. So it is going to be jerky as I move the camera around. Not a whole lot I can do about that, unfortunately. But yeah, most of the map actually right now is home to rebels. So all of this, I mean, think about how strong the Chaos Dwarves could get if they captured all this stuff. But right now, we are focused on capturing Norska and the far north. So I don't really want to go to war with Nurgle. The thing about tackling any capital in this game, actually, is that they get a huge garrison boost. It's a script where if I call Crusade on Mindenheim, for instance, there's going to be a massive stack that just appears there. So if I went here on Crusade, there'd be a full angry stack ready to murder me. But at the same time, one of the most important chaos mechanics in this mod is through the Ever-Chosen. So you can call Crusade, or essentially it's called a Chaos Incursion, and it makes your armies, whoever joins it, their upkeep goes to 0, which is really actually how you make money and make bank with Slaanesh or any of the Chaos factions. Your armies are very expensive, and you don't have a lot of good ways to earn money until you start sacking the main capitals of each faction. So like I didn't start down here, obviously. I captured these settlements before the stream started. None of these have paid me a whole lot, and all their economic buildings blow. So, one of the important things for us to do is go in and actually destroy a lot of these buildings and just make some money. So we'll do that after we finish off this idiot.
All will perish by my blade. I have the strength of the gods. There shall be no
So that's a look at the campaign map itself. We are going to be cycling in some of these chaotic units too. So from an economic standpoint, we're doing okay right now. But we could be doing better. The best way to make your economy start blowing up is by killing a lot of dudes. Just how the Dark Prince likes it. So we're going to go Chaos Knights, some Chaos Warriors, some Halberds. We'll get those recruited and also get ourselves a diplomat to send to Nurgle and make him stop hating us. So I don't think he's actually laying siege to this. We're not even enemies right now. But we'll see what he does. I want the dirt roads, but the land clearance and some of these other things don't really matter a whole lot to me. Any recruitment buildings are what we want to keep. And actually, we do have a minor demon summoning altar on its way too. So we'll be able to recruit demons relatively soon. Where you'll see the Daemons of Slaanesh, the Keeper of Secrets, all that stuff. Try to get some of those on the field. And then basically all we want to do is jack up our tax rate because growth doesn't matter for Chaos at all. because our economic buildings just blow. Get that up to high. Can we do very high? Maybe. Oh, that's not too bad. Do that. Can Chaos get nice harbors? No. I mean, you can recruit ships, which is good. Right now we have a man of war that kind of ferries our troops over from the Keep of Secrets down to Norska. We're keeping that alive for as long as we can because our Slaaneshi pleasure fleets are actually pretty important to cross the Sea of Chaos. But besides that, basically just have to keep moving southwards, and pretty soon, once we get some reinforcements from the north, I think we'll call Crusade and move on one of the important settlements. Excuse me. Where are the Daemonettes, you heretic? They're coming, baby. Real soon. Alright. So we've got some of this stuff repaired. I guess armor is a little bit important. We can worry about that. That's fine. For the most part, though, anything that isn't a... Can't destroy that. We will recruit a couple of priests here and just get them to convert any of our settlements we're about to capture. But besides that, I really think we're going to destroy most of these buildings. Give me a priest. Yeah, that's all 2 turns away or so. Got a diplomat coming after. And then they'll sail in from the north. And I think if we get maybe 6 more chaos units, like the good ones, the warriors or the knights, we can actually push on one of the important settlements. Meanwhile, Siggy...
Your enemies will be soon dead.
Alright, don't screw me. Don't screw me here, please. 76, that's fine. Yeah, so, as someone already pointed out, in Medieval 2, there is no casualty replenishment mechanic. The only way to do it is to send them all the way back to where you recruited them from, or at least have a building in the settlement you're in that can recruit them, and you have to retrain. Which gets a little bit annoying. It's a lot of micro to like get your stuff back to the same spot where they were recruited in the first place and get them healed up. Gets a little bit annoying. I like the automatic replenishment. And you can see, like, we have Chosen with 38 models. They're supposed to have 90 or 100 or 120, something like that. So they're really severely beaten up at this point after a bunch of battles. Which means that even though I have almost a full 20 stack, most of them are severely depleted. Which is why you'll see a lot of people use, like, full general stacks, because they actually do replenish normally. At least most of them. I don't know about the lower tier ones, but Sigvald, Strickar, all those guys will fully replenish themselves. I don't have to send them all the way back to the Keep of Secrets. We're gonna make Sigvald a dreaded boy. Just to keep it lore friendly, you know? Yeah, look at it. There's no money to be had here at all. We'll just sack it. He's actually chivalrous right now, which is kind of funny. I think they changed it for Chaos. It's inspirational instead of chivalrous. But... yeah, it's not super useful. We want to go, I think we want to go Dread and make people scared of us. Beguiling Gem. +1 to troop morale, +2 to law, improves public order and command. Okay. We got Marauder Horsemen up in the north too.
The end times draw near. Onwards to victory. Raise everything for the glories of the gods.
How does a Nurgle Diplomat look? So that is the cool thing about this mod. Like, every single thing has a unique model. So they do, I think they do look bloated and distended and kind of like a scary sorcerer looking dude. On top of that, we want a little bit more recruitment here. We're 1 turn away from finishing that demonic summoning. You guys, just gonna sit still for a little bit here, I think. I'll upgrade the Wooden Palisade, Minor Barracks, and the Southern Stables. Minor Chaos Temple. Can I just delete you? Yeah. As long as we have our priest. Don't have him yet. Alright, then we'll repair it first, and then we'll recruit one. Economics doing just fine for right now. Where do you guys want me to go? Is there... Well, okay, let's take a look at this real quick. Well, actually, I can only look at the settlements that are possible unless I gotta click on it first, which will call it. Well, no. Okay, so these are the settlements that we could go to. Middenheim, Altdorf, Nuln, Averheim, Castle Drakenhof, Tlaxlan. We're not going to the Southlands or to Lustria. That's going to be a bit too much of a sail for me. Talabheim, Beckhofen. And actually, it'll show us where they are. So Beckhofen is relatively close. Talabheim is closer, I believe, yeah. Directly south of us right now. Drakenhof is in Sylvania, of course. Averheim, Nuln, and Altdorf. So the nice thing about Nuln, if we were to go to Nuln, we wouldn't have to worry about declaring war on another faction, but we're already at war with, like, I don't know, half the factions in the game, so probably don't want to go that far south because we'd have to march through enemy territory over and over and over again. Probably avoid that. But if you guys have a preference on where you want me to attack, let me know. We'll need a bigger stack for sure. This army will not be able to attack any of those settlements by themselves. Check our tax rates. We're at high, good. Arthur, hello man. I'm so glad you're streaming this mod. It's so rare to see that kind of content these days. Yeah, Medieval 2's kind of fallen off. I mean, for example, Pixelated Apollo was one of the biggest Medieval 2 content creators, and he's now done with Total War for a while. I watched the video. I listened to what he had to say. I agree with plenty of it. And honestly, it doesn't matter if I agree or not, if that's how you feel. You should not be making content you don't enjoy. I do think we will see Apollo again in the Total War sphere. I actually met him in person multiple times. I hung out with him and his girlfriend in California at one of our events. And super nice dude. But I do expect that when a Medieval 3 gets announced or any kind of that kind of thing happens, I think we'll be seeing him jump right back in. But I can understand why after Troy and a bunch of games that he just wasn't interested in, why he'd want to move on to greener and greater pastures. So, a shame to see him drop out for now, but I think we will see him again in the future. That will all get repaired. We're going to make you a high tax rate. Actually, we can just go to very high for now. Get that up. And then all the priests should be done soon. Crusade of Beckhofen or something would give you the opportunity to sack some cities along the way. That's true. The issue is I don't have siege equipment. So any walled settlement, I have to spend more than one turn sieging. And that means that if you're on Crusade, you will actually lose your units. They will disband and retreat because they're like, oh, you're not moving towards the capture point, the point of the Crusade. I don't want to be part of your army anymore. I don't know if that's just one turn or if it's multiple turns not moving towards it. So maybe that's still possible to do without disbanding, but I'm not actually sure. I've not actually played a massive amount of Medieval 2 campaign in a really, really long time, as you guys might imagine. So if you guys have tips in the chat, let me know. Reingardus the Dominator. Get him. Got 4,000 gold from the Ever-Chosen. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so we do have a minor demonic summoning, which only gives us harpies for now. But the next one in line, the large demon summoning altar, will give us Daemonites of Slaanesh and Seekers of Slaanesh, which are godlike in this mod. The, what do we want to call them? Dinosaur dildo pleasure mounts. They look so ridiculous. If you've never seen what a Seeker of Slaanesh looks like, look it up. It's pretty crazy. All right, so we're gonna go for that probably, but maybe get a little bit more money before we tackle that. We're gonna get our diplomat here. One turn. Maybe one more priest to send southwards with the army. And yeah, we'll get a full stack going there. Don't really have enough money right now to be recruiting a bunch of units on top of all the stuff we're already building. This will be a good garrison for us. Just to end the turn one more time here, and then we'll think about moving. Yeah, Troy will be free on the Epic Game Store for the first 24 hours. It's coming out on the 13th, I believe. Shouldn't be free today. I think it only becomes free and available like on launch day. So you just gobble it up in the first 24 hours after launch and you're good to go. All right, so we have Chaos Knights already recruited. We have more halberds on the way. That will take 5 turns to recruit, so probably not going to mess with that. Diplomat is ready. So is our priest. Oh, we have a rebel army showing up out of nowhere. Well, I'll tell you what.
Slaanesh will punish you.
Demonette spawned in. Cool.
The gods watch over us.
Let's wait till we get a bit more troops here. Maybe some marauders. They're cheap. We'll send them southwards. Join the party. Nice thing about Medieval 2, a lot of these troops will actually be free in garrison. So anything that has that blue tint to it doesn't cost any upkeep whatsoever. Alright. Agent limit is reached, so we cannot recruit one down there. We have some here. I believe there's a settlement like right around here somewhere. We're gonna start corrupting some of those elements of the map. Send another priest down that way. And can we retrain anything? Some marauders. Yeah, let's retrain some of these guys. I don't know why the music stopped. 1 second. Ryder, if you do go on Crusade, it doesn't matter as long as you're moving closer. You can afford to attack a couple cities along the way. Also, Harpies, even one unit is despicably good. Harpies are good? Alright, we'll take a look at them. See what we can do.
My will cannot be contested.
Alright, so game plan, send those Chaos Knights south to join the main stack, and then we'll call Crusade with Archaon. Now, I haven't actually seen what kind of garrisons that Middenheim or some of these factions will have. Make sure that that stream comes back as soon as... Yeah, okay. Good, right? Yeah, we're good. Alt tabbing with Medieval 2 can get a little bit wonky. We got 1,000 gold there. The stack is looking mighty fine now. We will run in the negative once we take them out. We'll only bring a couple Marauders alongside. We'll keep a few as garrison behind. Kill you off.
Victory is assured.
And let's move on to this boat here. We'll cross to Morkestad and then send them south. This army already looking a lot healthier. I think we can move and take another settlement. So we should be at war with Kislev right now. Let's take a look. Yeah, we are at war with them. So let's find out where their settlement is.
How might I serve them? Bow down to all the gods.
Actually, the big thing here.
Like the coming of a storm.
Get some watchtowers up.
I will become the deadly hunter. How might I serve the gods? My blade is yours. You have my
That'll give us a little bit better view of what's going on here. Let's pull you back. Pull you back. Keep you on very high tax rate for one more turn. And I think this army should be down here in about 2 or 3 turns. And then we'll be good to go. Yeah, this is a powerful army for sure. I wish we could have a way to replenish these Chosen without sending them all the way back home. But, what do we need down here? I think running just in the green is more important. Be careful of blocking your fellow Chaos factions to declare war on each other, or worse, you. Yeah, Khorne will probably declare war on me soon. I think he has extra malice for Slaanesh. I don't think borderless window is an option in Medieval 2. I think you have to run like a different kind of script or like an extra submod to make that happen. It's definitely not an option in the menus. Alright. We're almost there. We're almost ready. There are custom siege maps, yes. And most of the layouts will be exactly what you'd expect from a normal Medieval 2 siege, but they have cosmetics that kind of draped over the top of them. Piccolo, sorry I'm late, but finally here to enjoy. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for the 15. Ooh, so if we take Raka Ornsmatek, well, all right, that's our next play then.
Fight for the gods.
All right. Ow, that's loud. All right, we're gonna go north here.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Ours is a strong alliance. Glory to chaos. Bow down to all.
Where is this? Right, it's right here. Okay. So we're one turn away from that. You guys are gonna take off in Morkestat,
Yes, gifted one.
then come on and join the main party.
Gods. Advance. Ours is a strong alliance.
We are losing money.
The power of
Oh, we got a demon prince now, baby. Okay, that's dope. So that's a nice little script. Occasionally, randomly, you will get stuff like this. And I believe he has a unique general's bodyguard as well. Yeah, demonettes. So way more powerful than your typical lord. And he's also triple gold chevron too. 26 years old. He's gonna be around a while. Let's go kill some stuff with him, shall we? Let's send him southwards too. Actually, he can lead this part of the army. So let's come here, get him to the boat as well.
As the gods command, as you wish.
Oh, that is so glorious. Let's find those Kislevite stacks real quick. Put windowed mode and borderless window equals 1 under video in the config file. Okay, that seems easy enough. I'll check that out next time. I mean, the alt tabbing isn't proving to be an issue right now. And I don't think the FPS is a problem in Medieval 2 either, so we're doing alright, but we'll check that out for next time for sure.
So be it.
Let's lay siege.
Kill them for you. I am the destroyer. I have no pity. Praise the gods. Push forward. We bow down to all the gods. Their struggle is pointless. By the fight for the gods.
I'm not gonna lie, dude, there's very few things that I'm more hyped for in Warhammer 3 than a full Slaanesh themed army. With Nakari leading it, with the Mask of Slaanesh as a secondary lord, with the Call of the Denied one with Sigvald, and Hellflayers, Hellstriders, Seekers. Like, their army is gonna be so much goddamn fun to play. I cannot wait to see it in action. All that speed, all that mobility, all that armor piercing.
The gods will be victorious.
It's gonna be hype. Okay, so Aarongrad is right there. That's right on the coastline. That could be a really important one to take, and I don't think they'd get the garrison script either, because Kislev is the main capital, and it's out here-ish. Maybe right there? That's probably, yeah, that's probably Kislev right here. Go take a look. Yeah, priests aren't great for scouting, but we're still finding settlements, so.
Glory to chaos.
I love that voice acting.
My blade is yours.
Alright, so up here, we have our diplomat. Let's send you to Nurgle and become friends. Get some map information, get some trade rights. Population is dropping. Don't care. It's also completely unrealistic and unlore friendly. I mean, Slaanesh, they'd be making babies left, right, and center, man. What's going on?
How might I serve the gods?
Americans are continuing to die from drinking hand sanitizer. In the case of 4 recent deaths, they drank banned methanol-based sanitizers tantamount to consuming antifreeze. So, let me explain something. It doesn't matter what country you live in. There are idiots. It does not matter how educated your country is. There are people that are pretty much completely stupid and have like 15 IQ. And they're not actually mentally disabled in any way. They just have no education and no understanding of anything. So, America has plenty of idiots right now, no question about it. We have 300 million people. There are bound to be plenty of them. That's going to be true of every country on the planet. And there's a lot. This is one of the scariest things about living
Chaos flows within me.
in the world right now. Like, people, there's so much misinformation online. There are so many ways to gain a following from telling lies or telling mistruths or just outright misleading people.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Drevin, $5. Do you think CA will release a Demon, Tits, and Warp Dust graphic pack for $250 for Total War Warhammer 3? We'll get to that in a second, man. We actually made a video about that a while back. But it's kind of scary, man. It's kind of scary how easy it is for people to become misled and just do completely stupid things. And they'll do it for not just political reasons, but simply just to prove a point. And I wish that kind of thing would just... I wish people would just realize how easy it is. It's so ironic. You think about it, like your parents, for example, your grandparents. They would tell us, when we first got on the internet, the first time, they told us, don't believe everything you read on the internet. There's so much mistruth there. And they're correct. But now a lot of the misinformation that goes on online is from like 60-plus-year-olds that barely know how to use the internet. They'll send you a Facebook post, like some article that says, oh, that X happened, this is what's going on, when it's clearly not true at all. And it's just bizarre to me that one of the core tenets of what our parents were telling us about the internet growing up, like, they don't listen to anymore. Which is a generalization, obviously. There are lots of people who do, lots of intelligent 60-plus-year-olds, but a lot of idiots as well. I mean, I don't know, man. Drinking hand sanitizer, you have to be, like, really, really stupid. There's no other way to put it. Kind of embarrassing. Do a night battle.
Now I prove my worth.
Do I think there will be a tits and ass DLC for Warhammer 3? No. I made a video about it back in 2016. It was just for the memes and the lulz, really. Oh god, it is pitch black. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. I think the idea of it is cool. I think the idea of it would be fine. I mean, it is stupid and it is backwards, and America, this is one thing that our country is really, really dumb about. We are very much on board with the idea that violence is okay. Violence is cool. We'll put it on our evening television. There'll be blood, guts. I mean, I remember seeing a Law and Order episode where there was some chick who had her throat slit and there were cockroaches crawling over her eyeballs, and they literally put that at like 8 p.m., man. Any kid could stumble on that and watch that. That's insane. That's cool. But if you show, like, female boobs, that's bad. Why? Why is that a thing? Why is that it makes no sense to me whatsoever. And it is very much ingrained in American culture that certain things are okay for television and certain things aren't, and anything to do with sex is not cool. Which is bizarre. And it's true for, I mean, to an extent, it's true in the UK and for parts of Europe as well. Obviously, a lot of Europe is much more progressive in terms of sexuality and nudity. Like, I know you can pick up like Playboys and like porno mags and stuff like at your typical convenience store in Germany, I believe. At least I've heard that's the case. I've not been to Germany, so let me know if I'm wrong. But I know that they have a lot more progressive outlook on sex, sexuality, nudity, all that kind of stuff. But I don't expect to see any of that in a Total War game. It's not really the place for it. But I wouldn't mind it. I mean, you can absolutely do Slaanesh. Do Slaanesh. You can tackle that kind of content with without nudity and still make it be true to the lore and true to what it's all about. But I think there's an element of it that would make it more immersive and more interesting if you added some nudity in there. But I don't need that in my Total War games. I don't think it's like a core tenet or important element. You can easily make them just like with the Witch Elves, for instance. They're perfectly Slaaneshi and they're not naked. Alright, so what do they have in their garrison? They've got a decent amount of troops. They've got crossbows, dwarf warriors. Yeah, okay. Storming the wall shouldn't be too much of a problem. Using our heavy cav is going to be difficult, but get the trolls up here. Actually, trolls can use siege towers in this game. We should probably not send the halberds up. We should probably send the chaos trolls. We are regressing in that progression for the past 10 years. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we're regressing in right now as a country. These are kind of scary times, dude. These are kind of scary times. I've never really paid too much attention to politics. I'm not a particularly political person, but there are a lot of things going on right now that are kind of scary, and it's weird. I mean, obviously with the pandemic, this is unprecedented territory. There's a lot going on right now. I've kind of felt like I need to start becoming more. I mean, obviously I've been an adult for a while, but yeah, being like more a part of the political process, even if you aren't necessarily aligned with either party, and I'm not. I do not count myself as a Democrat or a Republican. I think the two-party system in the US is by far one of the biggest issues with this country, is that you're forced to pick between bad and worse, or bad and bad, every single election. People that do not care about you at all. And I think anyone who thinks that the current government or the last government cares a lick about you is probably kidding themselves. All right, so we're busting down them gates, baby. To 40%. Oh my God, it's gonna be 5 before the thing drops. Nice. But I mean, that's the core issue with any two-party system, is that you don't actually have choice, just the illusion of choice. And frankly, I think both parties are kind of two sides of the same coin. No matter how much they might hate each other in terms of like ideological differences, they still represent the same like incredibly rich individuals. All the money in politics that just shouldn't be there. And it's just bad for this country. It really is. And we're not the only country that suffers from the same problems. Definitely not by a long shot, but it sucks, dude. I don't like having to worry about politics at all. But you gotta. USA has never been more divided, and the political system is a great fault for that. Definitely is. I think, to not be all doom and gloom, I think that the average American is completely on board with helping out their neighbor, and even if they don't necessarily agree politically, they are still like down to help each other and would still agree on a great many issues. But I think that a big part of the problem is the way the media portrays information. Again, it goes back to that whole like misinformation campaign. The media has a stake in dividing people, and I hate going like, oh, the mainstream media. It doesn't matter if you're MSNBC or Fox News. Both sides of the same coin, like I said. They are invested in coming up with headlines and titles and clickbait that divides people. That is what gets the clicks. And they will portray like regular communication between normal people as much more aggressive and violent and divided than it really truly is. And I think that's sad, and I think it's at the core of a lot of this country's issues right now. I'm not gonna make this political stream. Alright, so we got our Chosen, we got our Chaos Trolls just murdering a bunch of Coilers here. Let's do some close-ups right now, shall we? So the Trolls are gonna absolutely buzzsaw their way through the North Shore Warriors. This should be good for us. Got Sigvald in there too. We're gonna pop his killing spree, ability to get a little bit more melee attack and stuff going. Should be able to push to them pretty quick. Yeah, Fox News is the most watched by far, I believe. MSNBC and CNN still do well. But there's not a whole lot of sources of like unbiased media right now, which is unfortunate. Because you would think, I mean, the amazing thing about the internet is that it's so easy to get information, right? It's so easy to spread that and educate people. But it's been co-opted at this point into something that it really should have never become, which is scary. Hammer's bodyguard sitting all the way in the back of the map. Okay, so we got hammers to deal with in the central capture point. That is going to be a little bit problematic. Let's pop our killing spree buff again. Make sure we don't lose any lords here. Maybe cycle them off the front line. And we'll bring all of our cab this way and maybe cycle charge those hammers. Where is Lucius the Eternal at? Where is Strickar at? Right here. Okay, cool. They're coming back. Dude, look at this map, man. This is huge. This is just a regular castle. I don't know if I want to charge those hammers. I'm a little bit scared to fight them. Get the rest of our infantry up. Yeah, we could let our chosen fight it out. Those are the bodyguard units. They won't lose too many. Get a rear charge in. Steakums? I have no idea what the hell that is. Is that a YouTube channel? I imagine that's a YouTube channel. Alright, baby. Come on. Let's kill some stuff. We've got a full surround off on this now. They should rout anytime. Maybe one more charge in. We're gonna take the gatehouse, and then we'll capture this final point. We should be good to go. One thing I hate about Medieval 2, units love doing this. I guess it's good that it doesn't automatically blob, but look at this, man. Like, they're just stretching all the way back here instead of actually going into melee. Like, I have 3 models fighting right now. Alright, rest of these chosen come in quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot of cav if I stay in that fight. They have really high melee attack. Get out, get out, get out. Stanky Danky farted. Oh my god, that's insane, bro. I hope it went well for you. Yeah, they are not losing models very quickly. Yeah, they're butchering my cav. Jesus. Because I'm trying to like pull through the unit. I'm not meaning to. Get out. Get out. I regret my decision. Alright, we should be able to capture this soon. Down to 43. They're dying quick, but I don't know if it's fast enough. Have we won on the gatehouse yet? Yeah, they're gonna die. Let's just triple fast forward this. As long as our generals are safe. I believe they are. We'll go in one more time, and that'll be a win. Good shit, boys. I hope that wasn't my general. Oh, please, God. Thank you. Try invading Araby? Dude, getting down to Araby in beginning of the end times for chaos is gonna be really hard. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon, man. I like the idea, but I need a full fleet for that, and fleets in Medieval 2 are not cheap. Not by a long shot.
I go to the halls of the ancestors.
Alright, get wrecked, Kraka. Okay, we're gonna make some... Man, you really do not make a lot of money on these first settlements. We're gonna sack it. Alright. So they're here to join.
We shall advance, great champion.
I think the only way I get them in my army now is combine the chosen, which sucks. I really don't want to do it because they're a great unit, but I have no way to... I mean, I can cycle them back to the front line. Or the back line, I guess, to keep the secrets, but... It's gonna take a while. Let's just combine them for now. At least get a Chaos Warrior unit in there.
As you command, chosen one.
Okay, come here, baby.
Praise the gods. As you
Oh, not
wish,
disband.
favored
You
one.
just... Oh yeah, it's click and drag in this game. Alright, Chaos Warrior.
We shall be as king.
Come join the party.
Crush them.
So Kraka is under my control now. We're still bleeding on the income, so we gotta get this going. Actually, you know what? I think with the Demon Prince joined, we can just call Crusade.
My wrath
So
is
we will
the
wait 2 turns till he joins the party.
chaos.
We'll make this army as strong as possible, and then we'll march on one of those Crusade settlements. I'll let you guys make the decision who we attack. Very high tax rate, still looking good there. Still find settlements over here.
My will cannot be contested.
How are things looking? You go to Nurgle. Oh, we got a bunch of harpies. Oh, their stats actually aren't terrible. I don't know if I want them though. They're actually, yeah, there's, oh my god. There's 600 upkeep? Do I use them or do I get rid of them? Yeah, ladders are horrible. You gotta do them, you gotta build them, because the only way you can actually, you know, start fighting stuff is by using them. And siege towers take forever to build, but yeah, they're pretty bad. Do I keep these harpies or do I just trash them?
A sacrifice is needed.
Wonder if they actually fly in this game or if they're all dismounted. One city in Araby alone makes it 10k gold per turn. Probably not for chaos. That's probably for factions that have good economic buildings. But if I can make it down there, I shall. It won't be on this stream, I'll tell you that. 1 second here. Really, there's a fort somewhere in Chaos Waste? Yeah. So forts have free upkeep, right?
Bow down to all the gods.
I've not actually seen one near any of my settlements. Yeah, I don't see one.
We shall be as kings.
But yeah, you would think. Alright, let's end turn. There you go, we'll sacrifice them, baby. Not that they fly and those stats aren't worth that much money, I agree. I think we'll disband them next turn. Alright, we just got sieged by a random dwarf stack. It's not really a stack, it's like 3 units.
Hold that building.
Yeah, let's disband them here.
We are the brides of Cain.
Brides of Cain?
Sacrifice is needed.
Alright, we're back in the green. So.
How might I serve the gods?
There's a nest in my bed.
We should be able to defend
Give 'em
against
some
that.
dwarf steel. Break their bones nice and easy.
Bow down to all the gods. Praise the
I'll send you guys to go reinforce them.
We shall advance. The power of chaos flows within me.
And then we'll drop one of these units. And then we'll call Crusade. High tax rate. Looking good here. Not going to build any of this stuff yet. The big question I have right now is when I can build this. And that'll be, as soon as we call Crusade, we'll start making about 5,000 a turn, which will jack up our economy and we'll be able to start building actual buildings that are important. So we'll just end turn one more time. We're about 1 turn away from making a diplomatic alliance with Nurgle here, if things go well anyway. And then we should be good. Nah, I'm not keeping those harpies, dude. 600 upkeep is insane for what they have. That's a waste.
We shall be as kings. Advance and bow down to all the gods.
Okay, what do I drop? Or combine?
Praise the gods.
I guess we drop the Marauder at this point.
Fear death not.
Leave them out.
Onwards to
You
fight
come in.
for the gods.
And then, as long as we're in relatively happy... Yes, we are. We're top. We're top on the Ever-Chosen board. Let's invade. Alright, I'll leave this up to you guys. Mindenheim, Altdorf, Nuln, Averheim. It's going to be an Imperial settlement. So, either Talabheim, Averheim, Nuln, Altdorf, or Mindenheim. I'll show them off here. Mindenheim is one of the closest, but it'll also be super well defended. Altdorf will also be well defended. Probably not going to do that because we have to go past Mindenheim and a bunch of other Imperial settlements. We'll go Nuln, Averheim, or Talabheim. Talabheim's pretty close, actually. Chaos has a horrible economy in this mod. The only way you make money is by calling crusades and sacking the big settlements, which hopefully we'll be able to do now. Talabheim, Mindenheim, Altdorf, Nuln. Doesn't Heim mean something? Doesn't it mean like city in German? Or town? People want Mindenheim. Yeah, okay, you know what? We'll go Mindenheim. I don't know if we'll win that fight, but we'll try it. We got a great stack. I think we should be able to handle it. Fortunately, I cannot watch that because I don't know if that's copyrighted music. I'm not going to deal with that. Dude, like on most of my streams, like I had a copyright claim for an Age of Empires song in my last stream that I had to get rid of before I could upload it, which is why it went up on Sunday morning instead of that day. Super annoying. And by far, one of the dumbest things about YouTube is if a 30-second clip gets copyrighted, your entire 3-hour stream gets demonetized until the copyright claim's resolved. So you either have to mute the song, which will often take 8, 10, 15 hours for that to even go through on YouTube's end, or you have to just suck it up and say, you know what, I'm not going to monetize the stream. That's horrible. As a content creator, there's absolutely no reason like a 15-second copyright claim should demonetize the entire stream. No, sorry, it doesn't demonetize. It makes the entire stream go to them. So whatever revenue that video or stream makes would go to the copyright claim holder, even though it's 0.00001% of the entire content on the video. It's horrible.
As you wish, favored one. Ours is a strong alliance. Glory to chaos. My blade is yours.
All right, you guys are gonna join it.
For the gods.
So join the Chaos Incursion in the name of the Chaos Gods. And now all of our upkeep should go to 0. Yes. So all of this is 0 now. It won't show up on this yet. That'll happen next turn. I figured that out the other day. But
The power of chaos flows within me.
we're gonna march.
The battle shall be soon won.
Hopefully it doesn't get mad at me and make me desert troops because I only moved like an inch because of that demon prince moving into my army, but we'll see.
Let the enemies of
Let's get you
chaos
into a safe
beware.
position.
Nothing will
Let's start recruiting some more troops. Loot undefended settlements along the way, like Aarongrad and Suck. Each settlement will give you about 10 to 20k. Well, we'll see. So far, each of my stacking has given me like 500 gold, which is not very impressive. But hopefully. We'll take a look at Aarongrad and see if we can take that for sure. That'll be worthy. Oh yeah. Gonna make some good money now, boys. Alright. So, Citadel of Decay, we're here. We will engage diplomacy with them next turn. Yeah, I'll just put multiple copyrighted songs in my video. That'll work. Oh wow, they are gonna attack me. So what do they have? Quarrelers, Thunderers, Dwarf Axes, Norse Dwarf Warriors. Okay, well, let's fight.
tear them apart.
You want to avoid desertion, you can leave and re-enter Crusade every turn. I've never heard of that. Okay.
Your word is our lives. We fear nothing. Our tribe is the strongest. We fear nothing. Get moving.
Well, they only have one ladder. So,
Not escape.
let's put our homies on the wall here. Maybe 2 on the wall here. And then you guys hold the gate. And we'll see what they do. Does not like my chances of winning right now. We'll see how good these Dwarf Axes are. Hopefully our... Oh, here we go. Look at these. Look at these crafty fellows. Not getting a lot of kills right now. So the key for any faction that's about to climb up the ladders, you get as many models as you can at the ladder, and because of the way combat works in Medieval 2, the more units are fighting at once, the more that are like kind of stuck in one big blob nearby, the more attacks you land, the less they're able to attack, and you kind of stun lock them into oblivion and deal a lot of damage. So we should be able to crush these guys, I think, the 2 Marauder units. Keep our general alive. And let's see how it goes. Battering rams get through gates really damn fast in this game. Alright, so you should drop quick, right? Like, we should definitely be winning this fight. Yeah, we're crushing them. Okay. I think we're winning all of our melee engagements right now. And those Thunderers and Quarrelers should be pretty useless here, actually. Just double fast forward this. I don't think this battle matters a whole lot. Oh yeah, they're running into melee. Okay, good. Good. Well, excuse me, let's climb down some ladders and get a rear charge in. Actually, no, we'll send you to the other side. Oh, that's just beautiful right there. It doesn't get better than that. Full surround. They're gonna die. Alright, that was easy. I didn't have to do anything. Just why finish his poop? Chat, give him some claps here. Claps in the chat from a boy, Just Why. He finished a poop. It was a glorious day for him. Let's continue this, chase him down real quick. I don't know why I just heard a green skin voice line right there. That's weird. They're gonna die? Alright, let them go. So I imagine in Medieval 2, if I hit exit battle for units already routed, it doesn't make me lose the game, right? Okay. Heroic victory, hell yeah. I would have been really pissed if that didn't work. Okay, so we're gonna sacrifice them for Slaanesh in a brutal orgiastic ritual. I don't know why Slaanesh is in a dwarfs. That seems a little bit weird to put some stunty grudge gnomes in on the action with my boy the Dark Prince, but we'll try it out nonetheless. And reinforce region. Where? Okay, Kraka. And that'll give me some more units. I guess we could take a look at that. Meanwhile, let's check out Citadel of Decay. What do they got to say?
Do you bring to my people? Your plan is well measured.
Why, thank you.
You show much understanding.
So I've got trade and map information for him now. War declared, Ostermark vampire counts. Oh, Chaos Dwarfs, Skaven, Cultists of Slaanesh, and Warriors of Khorne all joined. Alright, Middenheim, y'all about to be in for a rough one. And look at this movement, dude. 2 turns to get to Erengrad. That is fun.
Soon won. My wrath is not sated. As you wish, favored one. Onwards to victory. Raise everything for the glory.
Some Tomb Kings on. I don't know what it is about Warhammer 2 soundtrack, but like half the races in the game have an amazing OST and half of them have an absolutely abysmal one. Lizardmen OST, I don't even know what they were smoking. They had to have been on some hookah or some crack or something. It did not work out very well. There's like nothing going on. They have the most boring soundtracks in the game, except for like a few of their battle tracks. But High Elves and Dark Elves have amazing ambient music. Yeah, I can't actually play any music in Call of Warhammer because almost all the music is copyrighted. Which is why I think some of the other people you might have seen do beginning of the End Times campaigns, they just mute the music and don't have any playing whatsoever. Alright. So initially I said that I wanted to destroy some buildings. I don't know why I can't destroy the land clearance. I thought that was a thing. We get some money back from these that I'm not using. Practice range, definitely don't need that. Oh, these are all dwarf buildings, man. Yeah, like I can't even use them. That just made me so much money. Okay. We're rich now, boys. We're making like 10,000 a turn, so definitely recruit a lot more over here. As soon as we can, anyway. So now we can afford to build a large demon summoning altar. That's demonettes and seekers coming to an army near you soon, and then maybe the unholy chaos barracks after that. That's expensive, though. Good.
My blade is yours.
Maybe we'll take Zoyshank next turn. Maybe. I'll just go Erengrad. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said for the way economics and architecture work in Medieval 2. Being able to choose to build whatever you want in every settlement is nice. I kind of like the trend that CA have worked on in more recent games, and that you have to specialize each settlement and you can't just build everything. But I like the free-flowing nature of being able to just make a settlement be what you want it to be, instead of being kind of railroaded into saying, oh, this is a gold settlement, I need to build all economic buildings here, or this is a military recruitment center because of where it is. I do like having the option to just kind of build whatever. I think there's good and bad with the way they've handled it. But we're gonna take Erengrad.
I shall slaughter all of them. I have the strength of the gods.
And hopefully,
There shall be no mercy.
okay, so they do give, oh my god, that's actually a huge garrison. So maybe not the best idea to attack that. I didn't think they'd have a garrison script. It makes sense. I guess the huge cities do. It's not their capital, but... oh, they've got Zargard. They've got Polar Bears in here. They've got Griffin Legion Wing Lancers and their Factionaire. Alright, well... alright, I'm trusting you. I am trusting you. You said that I can abandon the crusade, and it doesn't give me any penalties. I'm gonna do it. You said 10 turns. We'll see. If you're wrong, and you make me lose my army, I'll be upset. Didn't seem like there was any diplomatic penalties for that either. That's good. More Chaos Knights. Maybe a couple more Marauders. Cycle more of those to the front line. Alright. Next turn, we fight Erengrad. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't look like it was a problem.
My blade is yours. I will kill them for you.
Got 2 siege towers and a lot of troops. They have a lot of troops. I mean, we're going to be bled after this. We'll have to do some recruitment for sure. Maybe get some giants or something as part of that crusade mechanic. So they've got Kislev Halberdiers, Kislev Spearmen, Zargard Polar Bears, Griffin Legion, and the Factionaire, who is a... yeah, Zargard as well. Well, alright then. We'll not do a night battle this time. Alright, let's see how it goes. Yeah, 10 turns. It shouldn't take anywhere near 10 turns. I mean, we're going to be laying siege to this for 1 turn, and then we'll be moving next turn, so it should be fine. 1 second. Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick. Alright. Sigvald, the Magnificent, leading his grand horde of chaos. And this is a grand horde indeed, and this is a grand settlement, my lord. Place is huge. Where are they defending from? They're probably going to put a lot of stuff in the main plaza, I would think. What do I need actually going up the walls? I guess we want the Chaos Trolls going up. They were free units anyway. But let's put the Chaos Trolls on the walls here. They look a little bit goofy going up those babies, but whatever works, man. And we'll send some infantry up after them. I guess we should have... Yeah, I mean, they're severely depleted anyway. Might as well be my meat shields. Let them go. Need to rejoin this turn, or the disbands will begin. I see. Okay. So, after the battle, I'll rejoin, and hopefully it won't hit me with the disband movement penalty problem. Alright. I'm surprised disbands will be happening though, because I'm not part of the crusade anymore. What's the point of leaving the crusade if it'll just make all your stuff disband? That seems a little weird. If you've not seen the Daemons yet, let's take a look. So one of my favorite things about Medieval 2, I don't know if you guys remember, but armor upgrades will change how the unit looks, and these chicks will get like crab claws, pincer claws, as they get better armor and weapons. Right now, they got their tickle bitties out. Whoa, whoa, X-rated. Them titties got like a whole 5 polygons in them. Watch out, boys. I'm at full mast already. We got Chosen of Slaanesh nearby as well. All these General's Bodyguard. They look so badass, man. Oh my god. Honestly, the higher armor a Slaanesh unit should have, the more they get naked. It should be how it works. Yeah, this guy's got... Some of them have like pincer claws and stuff too. My units are still in the crusade. Oh, you're right. Oh, it's just Sigvald who's not. That's bizarre. I thought... Okay, so someone explain that to me. When I only click on Sigvald to join the crusade, his entire army joins. But when I leave the crusade with only Sigvald, his army doesn't? How does that work? I assume I can rejoin with Sigvald after. But you're right, all these guys are still on crusade right now. I don't understand how that mechanic works. Someone break it down for me, please. Yo soy muy confused.
Your knights stand ready.
Alright, let's go. So, do I need to individually go in and make all my units leave the crusade? Or how does that mechanic work? Like I said, I've not played Medieval 2 in a really long time. The rest will get no longer on crusade penalty, even when it's just Sigvald being the one who left. Only the general leaves the crusade. The army cannot disband for the crusade. Okay. What the hell? Are they throwing, like, Nafatoon at me? What's happening? Are they... Oh, you guys better hurry up. That's actually doing a lot of... That's doing a lot of damage. Oh, it's already on fire. Hell, I'm on fire. Damn. What did... Oh, they have... No, it's not the Streltsy. Streltsy don't do that. I don't know. Something set my siege tower on fire. Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. Use your witchcraft and put out the flames. Is this burned down too now? Bruh. It's not even destroyed. Alright, well. Both my siege towers are offline now. That's fun. Wait, no, they can get on it. What the hell's going on? Alright, well, we'll be able to get through the gate anyway. Meanwhile, we'll just sit here and get blown up by artillery and gunfire. Disbanding of units can't happen 1 or 2 turns after you join the crusade, so when you leave and re-enter crusade, you won't get the disbands. Press button twice, I believe. Okay. They have vodka throwing units, yeah. Is it the Kvasniks? I seem to remember that's the unit that does that. Alright. Yeah, they set that tower on fire super quick. You guys, hurry it up. Okay. Generals, into the fray. I don't care too much about my Demon Prince, so... honestly, all of you just go in. All of you go in. Chaos Trolls, all of you go in. And we're gonna swarm them. It's just Streltsy up top, so I'm not super worried about him. And they are going to make it onto the walls. That's good. So we'll leave maybe 1 or 2 units in the rear in reserve to help them on the walls. Okay. We're in the city now, and we got polar bears coming. Don't let them get the charge bonus off. Get some halberds up here, too. Oh, they didn't get their charge, so we should be okay here. And now we got spearmen coming in from the flank. Alright, so we're on the walls there. Good. Halberds come on through, and the cav is not getting shot up, which is good. Yeah, they have 2 or 3 HP, so killing them is actually pretty challenging. Let's get some more of these trolls on the front line, push them through, and we need some more halberds up here too. Just like push all the way through, boys. I think that curse is like a chant ability where they stop fighting, so I need to get them off that. Get up on top of the Streltsy, and maybe we'll push in with the General's Bodyguard too. Might as well. Super blobbed up in this choke point, obviously. Alright, on the walls. So a little trick with the heavy infantry you can always pull off is you can push them past the wall and then get way more unit actually fighting. If we didn't do this movement order, only maybe like 4 or 5 models would actually be fighting at any given time. That should be better now. Let's go up. Chosen of Slaanesh, come on through. Where are my halberds at, dude? Yeah, this is gonna be a grind. We've lost 5% so far, but we're inside and we have, yeah, we have a numbers advantage for sure, so. Oh, they're doing fantastic up top. Oh, Kreml Guard. Yikes, those trolls are gonna get beat up. Let's get a rear charge into them then. Keep you pushing through. Break this unit quickly. Pop that killing ability, and now kiss the light spearmen. We're gonna kill them. Yeah, I don't know if this this detour is gonna be completely worth it for me. Aaron Grad better pay me some serious money when I sack it for this to be worth it. I think my entire army's inside the settlement now. Dude, look at how expansive huge cities are in Medieval 2. I picture this kind of content in Warhammer 3, man. Like actual siege battles. Ooh, dude, that's 50 Zargard and polar bears waiting on the wings. Literally, they got the Wing Hussars wings going on. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. We're gonna, I mean, we're winning, for sure. Already killed 17% of their army. Push through. Chelsea have those Bardishes. So they actually deal a little bit more damage than the typical range unit in melee, I believe. Thank God they do not have boiling oil. Right? They don't? Give them the movement order all the way through. Yeah. There we go. And if we can swing them all the way around, we could actually probably get in and behind the Kislevites squadrons in the center here and maybe kill them off. Okay, so we've captured this. Let's send some of our infantry up on top of the wall now. They've not lost a single model yet. They're killing the game over there. And those strategies should break soon. Yeah, GCCM mod for Warhammer 2 is amazing. A lot of the mods, or a lot of the maps don't work incredibly well with the AI, but still fun to use. Did I just hear boiling oil? No. That scared me. Alright, halberds. Come on, baby. Push through. Get behind this cav. Here come the spears. And I do not want my knights fighting on the front ranks like that. They do not do well in that kind of scenario. So Chaos Trolls, come on up. Halberds, come on up and we should be good there. Ooh, something's hitting me. Do they have magic casters in the back of the map bombarding me right now? Is that what's going on? I need to pay attention here. I think something might be shelling me right now. I can't figure out what it is. Yeah, you guys are gonna go all the way around. Yeah, no, you're right. If they had oil, I'd already be dead. Oil is straight up busted in Medieval 2. Also, I have no idea why units fight to the death. Like this strategy should be broken many times over at this point. What the hell are you guys doing? Completely surrounded by Chaos Warriors. You killed like 2 models. You've lost your entire unit. Run. Griffin Legion are nearby too. You actually get a rear charge into them. So they are at 40% loss now. This is definitely going well. Chaos Knights out on the flank, and are we able to get in and charge any of this, or are these spears? They are all halberds and spears, so I actually can't do anything with Sigvald right now at all. What I could do instead, a bit risky, but probably worth the try. Oh, you guys are going the wrong way, man. You can sneak them in behind. Yeah, ice witch. I don't see where they are though. I do not see where the ice witches are. I do think they are. I have been getting shot by something. Now, Call of Warhammer magic used to be super broken. It's much less so now. But it can still be. It can still hurt you pretty bad. Right now, they're not shooting. They might already be out of ammunition. Yeah, I do not see where they're hiding at. Here they come. All right, boys. Hopefully these halberds do not rally forth, because I will die if that happens. All right, now we can just push forward. A few of them are coming down. We'll leave a few behind. Actually, you know what? Screw them. Get the rear charge of the Wing Lancers. The big fight for Siggy. Here come the Griffin Legion too. Ooh, wow. All right. Bring the Chaos Warriors down. Maybe bring the Armored Trolls down too. Our Cav's doing super well here though. Yeah, rear charge, perfect. You have a few of you to deal with the Griffin Legion right back here, and then, yeah, we got a full surround off on them now too. So we got 2 juicy little sandwiches going. And Aarongrad, barring some kind of miracle from the Bear God, we should be able to take this pretty soon. After watching Apollo's video, do you agree with the comments about CA being overly greedy? Do I agree with CA being overly greedy? Well, I don't know what... I didn't watch his entire video. I don't know what context he said they were being greedy about. So it's kind of hard for me to answer that question. What did he say exactly about CA being greedy? Like, in what way? Like, their DLC policy? The way they've been releasing Saga games that aren't, like, fully fleshed out titles for extra cash? The Epic deal? Like, what context was it in? Alright, we're gonna have our Chaos Knights come here, get a full surround off on these guys. You're the same as Midland recovering Kislev from the Slaaneshi occupation. Are you playing Beginning of the End Times too? Killed one of their generals, good. Alright, get all the infantry right up here. And we'll just swarm them. So I think one of the things that's changed with me over the years compared to my opinion on games, like, I don't know, back when I was like 15 or 20, is that, and this obviously, my perspective changed when I went to business school. I don't know if how many of you guys know, but I went to James Madison University for a business school for marketing. And once you go to business school, it becomes pretty clear, and I mean, it should be clear to everyone, the reason a company like Creative Assembly exists is to make money. Like, that should be pretty obvious, right? I think everybody knows that. The reason they are making video games is because it makes them money and gives them a job in which they can, you know, like, live and, like, hopefully have a nice life. Kind of the point of the whole thing. It's all driven by money. So, to an extent, greed is always going to be a driving factor in any business decision because the ultimate goal is making lots of money. And people don't want to just make money, they want to make lots of it. They want to have a mansion, they want to have a pool, they want to have a nice car. It's not true for everyone, but I'd say the majority of us would like to be as financially well off as possible because once you don't have to worry about money, your life is typically going to be better. That's just how it works. So there are greedy things that Creative Assembly have done, without a question. I personally think the Saga titles have not been a failure from an economics viewpoint. They've been brilliant business moves. The Epic deal by itself probably made them enough money to the point where they don't have to worry about the game selling at all, which is why they're giving it away for free. You can rest assured, they would not be giving Troy away for free if the Epic deal hadn't paid them, like, seriously good cash. Hadn't gotten them into a position where they said, oh, we can give this away for free and we're still happy and good. We've already made our costs back. And they have. That's like the whole point of why they took the Epic deal in the first place. I think it's perfectly fine to say that that move is greedy, if that's the route you want to go. But, like, realistically, if you were to make a deal and you knew before the game even launched, before it ever released, you knew you would already make all your costs back and start making a profit simply from the deal that you struck, I think the vast majority of us would probably do the same thing. So, does that mean Troy is a good game? Does that mean it's a game that I'm super interested in? No, after having played campaign, I am not super interested in covering the game. I think it was fun when I played, but it wasn't brilliant, it wasn't game-changing, it wasn't a game that I'm gonna sink dozens, hundreds of hours into. It's simply not gonna be the case. So, if that money that they make on the Epic deal translates into better games going forward, more content going forward for Warhammer, for a possible 40k in the future, for a Medieval 3, I'm all on board with it. Yeah, I'm not going to play the game, I don't give a shit, whatever. At least you are reinvesting in your product and making it improve. Now, if they just take all that money and put it in their pockets and say, okay, we're done, and we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing for years, then no, obviously I'm not going to be happy with how they're doing Saga. So it just depends what they do with that money, and we're never really going to know until we play the next games and say, okay, well, this has been improved or it hasn't. The Epic deal, brilliant from a business perspective. You could argue it's greedy, absolutely, but again, if they're investing in their own stuff, if they're making their games better in the future, then I'm perfectly fine with the deal. It just depends what they do with it. We're gonna clean charge off into those Kreml guard. We got more Streltsy coming in from the rear too. Bolster around enough. Let's just double fast forward it now. Hopefully don't lose any lords. And we should be good. Oh, Medieval 2 sieges are a grind, man. They're brutal. That's everybody, right? Yup. Okay. So we took some losses there for sure. That hurt. Stop kidding yourself. Only thing that's going to change is their bank account balance. So, yeah. I mean, it's not something that you can really argue one way or the other. Like, a lot of people feel like Total War hasn't improved in years. I disagree. I think it's very clear that even from the start of Total War Warhammer 1 to the end of Warhammer 2's life cycle, it's very clear that Creative Assembly listens to feedback and improves. Now, if you're not interested in Warhammer, I can see why you might be a little disillusioned with where Creative Assembly's been going recently. Personally, I think some of the why doesn't CA make historical games anymore is a little bit silly, because there's absolutely no way you can say that Three Kingdoms wasn't a historical game. Like, Records Mode is a straight historical Total War. It's exactly what you'd expect from a historical Total War game. I played Records Mode. I liked Records Mode. If you're not interested in the setting, that's fine. But I think it's disingenuous to say, like, oh, Creative Assembly no longer interested in making historical Total War games and that kind of thing. I personally feel like Total War has improved drastically over the years, especially in comparison to, like, Empire, the launch for that. The debacle that was Rome 2's launch, horrendous stuff going on there. They've improved a lot. That's not to say that they are a perfect company by any stretch of the imagination. They have screwed up a lot, even in the recent past. And again, Troy, for instance, a game that I was kind of excited with initially, like, all hype for it is gone now after playing it for, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 hours. Drevin, $2. Check out new version of BotET with BC and Clan Pestilence. We'll give it a shot when we get the chance, my
Without
dude.
further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
What do I want to do with them? Execute them so Sigval gets more dread. Bruh, you're a liar! Alright, I'm not gonna lie, this is busted, isn't it? This is a huge city. 1,700 for sacking? Like, what in the world? That is horrendous. I don't know if this is because it's 1.5 BotET or what the deal with that is, but that is not a lot of money for sacking a highly leveled settlement that had a huge garrison. If someone knows why that was so low, let me know. But, like, I don't know how Chaos is supposed to get, like, big stacks going on. Their economy already sucks. If I'm not on Crusade, I'm already running negative. I can't survive off 1,700 gold crowns after sacking a settlement. I mean, yeah, I can destroy buildings. That's true. I guess that's where you make the majority of your money. I still thought sacking it would give me more. Oh, that sound is horrible. Alright, well, I guess we made some money then. We made some money. Alright, high tax rate. Let's go. Well, we could use some more recruitment. Okay, so we need to rejoin the Crusade now.
Fight for the gods!
I guess we need to be outside the settlement to do so.
The gods grant us strength! We shall advance.
Oh, that's not what I did. Are you stupid?
Bow down to all the gods. Here it shakes out in one. We shall destroy these foes together! My blade is yours!
Alright, and now we will move
Fight for the
on.
gods!
First things first, though. I need to figure out if I can actually...
Praise the gods!
I'll have to
We shall
put
be
those in the
as
same.
kings.
Go here, do. I can't recruit.
Ours is a strong alliance!
No mercenaries to recruit yet. Alright, well, these are all on crusade now. So, let's continue moving.
Blade is yours.
Towards Middenheim.
As the gods command, I seek a worthier foe.
Yeah. So, but that's weird to me though, right? Like, maybe there's a script that just says, okay, so Aarongrad at turn 85 will give you more for sacking than on turn 15. But it's still a huge city. I expect a lot of money from it. I mean, I got good money there. It's not like it was terrible at all, but always like having more. Alright, so we have a diplomatic alliance with Nurgle now. Let's have a look and see what Tzeentch and Khorne are up to, shall we? I have no idea why I'm starting to feel like shit. Alright. Public order not looking good here. Aarongrad will probably revolt. Yeah, doing tax rate doesn't matter. Let's just jack it up.
As my lord wishes, it shall be done.
Let's get all of our priests over at Middenheim too, start converting that.
How might I serve the gods?
I'm probably gonna get attacked by like 15 different stacks on my way over. Let's see. Is it the money you get is on the line of normal medieval units, however, aren't on the same level without any money after fight. The only cash flows by burning. Makes sense. Alright, they are revolting in Aarongrad, as one might expect. Oh no, citizens killed. Slaanesh cares so much about that.
The power of chaos.
Oh, we got a Chaos Dwarf army already over here too.
I shall be like the coming of a storm.
So I don't know if you guys know it, but Kislev mod for Warhammer 2 just came out as well. I'm thinking about either streaming or doing videos for that soon. The campaign is ready. So I showed off some of the battles, the units. But I started playing a little bit of campaign last night. It's pretty damn fun. If you've not checked it out, it's by Chrysor, Decomposed, and somebody else. I cannot remember, so my apologies, my dude. But really fun so far. Definitely recommend it.
Ours is a strong alliance.
Tsar Boris and Katarina the Tsarina. Oh, hello, Nurgle. My lord, they're putting out some serious stacks right now. Glad I'm friends with them. Sack and burn Norden equals more cash, but they're gonna have a huge garrison because it's their capital city, right? And I haven't found a way to recruit more on my march over. Maybe because I'm in enemy territory? Probably why. But I don't think I can afford to lose more of my units here if I'm going to take Middenheim. I'm not even sure this will be enough. We'll see. Oh, well, we'll have some... I got there just in time.
I shall slaughter all of them. I am the destroyer.
Chaos might have been able to take that. Alright, so maintain siege. So we should have them as a reinforcing army, I think. Maybe? Hopefully? I don't know if we're actually allies or not. Yeah, that might be pretty hard. That might be a pretty hard battle. Let's look at their garrison. They've got all kinds of high-level swords of Ulrich, great swords, handguns. Handguns aren't a problem. Mortar is, though. Oh, no flyers in this game makes that so annoying. They're gonna hurt bad. I can't blob up. I gotta find a way to get around to them quickly. Okay. Mortars are gonna hurt for sure. General bodyguards reaching up to 77 and Empire garrisons are weak. That doesn't look like a weak garrison to me, my dude.
There is nothing to fear but advance and crush them. We'll advance at once, favored one. As you wish it, gifted one.
Why are you pausing? Stop pausing. Travis Schaefer, maybe the faction should pay you off to leave them alone. I mean, I feel like that'd be a pretty common trope in Warhammer, right? If I bear down on your settlements with a massive army, I mean, this is true historically as well. Best way to get them to F off is pay them lots of gold. That's pretty much how everyone dealt with the Mongol Empire. The ones who were smart, anyway. They just said, okay, well, you're outside my settlement. You're threatening to loot, rape, pillage, and burn. Let's, pay you some gold to go away. Pay you tribute, and we'll stave off the invasions. Now, that didn't always work, historically. Sometimes they'd take the money and say, alright, you know what? We're gonna kill you anyway. But, yeah, historically and in Warhammer, that's a pretty common thing.
The power of chaos flows within me.
So, how long would... Okay, 11 turns till surrender. Maybe Nurgle and some of the other factions will come over to reinforce, too. Yeah, I do have more reinforcements coming in.
Their struggle is pointless. They cannot win.
Demon Summoning Altar will come in soon as well. Yeah, we're starting to be pretty rich. 56,000 in the bank next turn. I like that. But we could lose all our generals if this siege goes poorly. I mean, realistically, yeah, starving them is by far the best play and fight them on the open field. And I'd much rather fight an open field battle. It's a lot more fun. Maybe, if I'm lucky, Midland will choose to sally out. That would be nice. I'm going to try starving them out, actually. I think that'll be more fun. Open field battles are just more fun to play. Unfortunately, that means I'm going to have to maybe spam end turns here pretty soon to get them to where I want to be.
As the gods come by the gods. As you wish, favored one. Push forward! Let them dare oppose our might. We'll advance at once, favored one.
Where is Zincha? I think the Citadel of Change is maybe like right up here. Making 450 a turn. Not really leveling up though. So, I'm sure you guys are aware, but in the end times, this is pretty much how it all ended. I think Averheim was actually the last city they fought at in the end times, but Mindenheim was the big turning point where Chaos really said, okay, you know what? We're gonna win now. When they opened a portal up underneath the city to the warp. And I think it was at Mindenheim where Archaon was dueling Vultan, and Vultan got his head chopped off by a Vermin Lord Shuriken. Ugh, not the best lore. Not the best, but it had some cool moments.
Ours is a strong alliance. The gods.
I don't want those harpies, dude. Those harpies are useless. 600 upkeep for that is obscene. I don't want that at all. Garrison spawn is weaker than in 2.0. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I've not played any of 2.0. That's the current version, correct? I've heard they have a new one in the works. I don't know what's planned for it, but I've heard they're doing big things. Serious Potato was the one who told me that. Alright, some more Chaos Warriors coming in.
Advance and crush them. Their struggle is pointless. They cannot win. As you command, chosen one. Push forward!
Alright. I don't think Midland has any inclination to move out and attack me. We're making so much bank right now. Honestly, it's just better to not attack right now, because we can just bank up 10,000 a turn. And so by the time they actually sally out, we'll have 120,000 in the bank or something. That seems worth it to me. Yeah, Citadel changed right there. I'll send a diplomat to them. So if they make a deal, I do it for realistic, logical reason. I don't know what that means. What is the best lore, though? Well, a lot of people actually didn't like 8th edition either. I personally love Monstrous Cav, as you guys well know, but a lot of the unit editions people didn't like. I talked about Demigryph Knights, for example. Like, they're a Monstrous Cav unit that doesn't necessarily fit the whole playstyle of the Empire, and that they're a jack of all trades, master of none. And as we've seen, Demigryph Knights have kind of become the... Well, they don't fit that archetype at all. They're very much the best in class until you get to Ogre Kingdoms and Demons of Chaos. So a lot of people didn't like 8th edition either. I personally like 8th edition lore a lot. And I like the unit editions as well. Like, from a total war perspective, 8th edition was fantastic. Like, there's so much cool stuff they added. But I can get why the purists would be like, that's not really my thing.
Grant me their power. I shall bow down before power. My blade is yours.
Make more towers. We can make some in Midland. I'm not going to worry too much about it over here. In fact, I don't think I can make any towers because I don't have any generals. So, one thing I am going to build right after this, actually, is going to be a Chieftain Hall. This will let us recruit new General's Bodyguard at my whim. And that's really powerful. So, we will do that next. None of this stuff matters. I don't need to build any of this stuff here for now. I mean, we are rich, so I guess maybe I should start building some recruitment centers and, like, maybe crack a Orn's Mutek. I don't know if that's completely made up. I've never heard of that. Let's go Minor Chaos Barracks here for now. And maybe improve public order. I think I already deleted that, though. That's not worth the rebuild. Maybe build a Chieftain's Hall there as well. Okay. So in 8 turns, we'll see what they do. I don't know if they're going to decide to sally out or not. Like the lore of earlier editions more. I think just like the lore itself, there are elements of many different editions that are great, and I kind of sometimes just headcanon my favorite parts. So for example, when I did my Neferata lore video from a year or two, I guess 2 years ago now, that's my favorite lore video. I think that's one of the best ones I've done, if I do say so myself. But the cool thing about that video, and a lot of people might hate it, but I kind of took the best parts of her lore and put them all together. Instead of saying, all right, here's just her 8th edition lore, or here's just her 5th edition lore, there were a lot of changes to her story arc, especially if you go back to her original novels, the ones by Josh Reynolds. I think a lot of that stuff has already been retconned. But it made for a better story than what is her current edition lore. So I said, we'll go with that. We'll pick the best parts and we'll kind of forge a narrative that way forward. And I think that that's true for a lot of the characters in this series. Altharion the Blind, for instance, a lot of people liked him more than Altharion the Grim. So, because there's so much retconning and so much stuff that doesn't really make any sense as you go through the editions, I think it does make a lot of sense for people to just kind of say, to pick and choose and say, here's what I like, here's what I don't like, and just go forward with that. I mean, think about how many Black Library novels completely counteract their own story arcs, their own lore. Like, you can headcanon pretty much whatever you want. The lore's not that hard and fast. They've lost a lot of models already, dude. Oh my god, they were all at 120, 130. The stack is dropping like flies. So 7 turns now. You guys better sally out or you're just gonna die. I mean, it's starting to get a little bit embarrassing for you guys. Even Northern State. Oh, we get Chaos Knights there. Hell yeah.
We shall be as kings.
Yeah, Warhammer Total War just CA headcanon. Pretty much, dude. Pretty much exactly. Alright, Diplomat.
What plan do you bring to my people?
Get some map information going. Maybe some trade rights too.
No. Do you have anything else? You have something further to speak of? No more of this for now.
Generous, and you still say no? I'm gonna burn your home down pretty soon here, buddy.
Ours is a strong alliance.
Alright, Midland, you guys better come out and fight me. Oh, hello, Undivided. I believe I am friends with them, so we might just be able to attack now. That's a full stack. That's a scary looking stack, yep. Here they come. They're like, okay, we're gonna die if we wait any longer. This is exactly what I wanted. Out on the open field where mortars will not matter.
Fear my blade, weaklings.
Okay, so they've got about 1,800 men. I've got about 1,000, but I have heavy cav, and that's pretty much all you need in Medieval 2. So as long as we don't butcher our micro here, we should be fine. And this is one thing that I would love CA to work on for Warhammer 3. And all Total Wars, honestly. Encourage more open field battles. They are so much more fun to play than sieges. Dude, the grind in Warhammer 2 right now, in Mortal Empires, going from city to city, playing siege after siege with the same templates, the same layouts every single time, it just gets really old. The most fun battles in the game are the massive 20 or 40 stacks outside a settlement. Let me put some nice music on here. Yeah, there we go. Bloodlust. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, so Sigvald and Strickar and maybe this Chaos Knight unit be one section. I don't have a lot of cav units, do I? Alright. So, one of the issues with Medieval 2 combat system, though, is that you are encouraged to get kind of blobby and have as many models hitting at once as possible. So, I am kind of encouraged to do this because it means it'll mitigate a lot of my losses if I keep them all grouped up like this, but it makes for a kind of ugly looking formation. So, when people say, oh yeah, Medieval 2, best combat system NA, I wouldn't say they're inherently wrong. It's obviously a completely subjective viewpoint, but it had its own issues, that's for sure. That's one of them. I mean, it's realistic in that, yeah, if you have more people attacking a target at once, you'll be able to keep them on the defensive more, and you'll kill them more easily. But the fact that this is a viable strat, I mean, it probably shouldn't be. In my opinion, anyway. Let's take a look at that Demon Prince. Oh, that's so sick. Basically a Keeper of Secrets model scaled down. And triple titty action coming in hot. Alright, here we go. Take that hill quick. So siege battles are fun in Medieval 2, but it's never fun to have to do the same battle over and over and over again. And I guarantee you, anyone who's ever played Medieval 2 gets tired of playing sieges over and over again. And honestly, open field battles in Medieval 2 aren't super common either. AI factions like to hang out in their settlement. When they see you're coming anyway. So, just like that grind we had in Erengrad, that was a fun battle. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't want to play 6 or 7 of those battles in a row. At all. Especially because using your heavy cav is hard there. So what do they have? They have mortars rolling in now, sitting in the back, I assume. Yeah, okay. They're already in range, so we just gotta go. So we'll put pressure on their right flank. We'll send more cav around this side. We don't want to sprint too much here. Let's sprint to there and then start walking. Cavalry can certainly sprint. What is coming at me from the flank? Oh, nothing. We'll just send you guys to go deal with them really quick. You guys go right for those mortars. Keep you guys moving. A little bit blobbed up, so if the mortars do land shots, it might hurt. But yeah, they landed a few shots here. Handguns opening up volley now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get you around the flank. You guys go in on that side, and we're gonna get nice and blobbed up. Charge into the mortars. Then you guys circle back into those crossbows. Ooh, that was a big shot. Ouch. Pop our killing blow ability with Sigvald. Get into the handguns. Warders are dead. That was quick. Check out this unit. Oh, Huntsmen are running. Well, you know what? I'm not actually worried about them. Let's come back here. Into the handguns in the rear. Let's pull you out of that fight. Yeah, swordsmen are in there. I don't want to do that. I'm out. Get a rear charge. Shoot the gap. Great swords are winning. For now. Some heavy cav charge in. I think that'll fix up right quick. Alright. Keep that cycle charging going. I do not want to be dealing with those greatswords bodyguard in melee for now. Cycle charging is the best way to avoid damage from those greatswords. We're doing alright here. They've taken a lot of damage. Yeah, dude, that infantry is scary. You gotta get more cycle charging going for sure. It's hurting. Alright, let's get these crossbows shut down. Because they've got a lot of AP. They'll actually mess up my Chaos Knights pretty bad. We need some more support on the flank. We need to break those handguns quickly. Stop shooting me, handguns. Alright, killed one of the generals. Good. One thing you will realize if you start playing beginning of the end times with any of the Chaos factions, they take a lot of damage. Because if you're playing on harder difficulties, the AI gets some bonuses, obviously, and your entire army is made of melee. So you will take losses no matter what. There's pretty much no getting around it. Oh, big charge coming in. Yes, Knights should have a good time here. A clean charge in with Sigvald and the General's bodyguard. Get a rear charge too. Shut down those handguns back there. Infantry starting to break through. Good. They need help on this side. That's a full surround. Oh, that's looking gorgeous. If we can get out of this without any General's bodyguard losses, no generals dead, that's the biggest thing. I think we can do so. Gotta be careful with Sigvald, though. He should have Ritually Scarred at this point. He should have that +4 HP. It makes it way harder for him to die. So I'm not too worried about losing him, but he's starting to lose a lot of models, so I'm not going to risk it. And let's give them a little bit more space to route. Remember, a cornered enemy will fight to the death, but if you leave them an avenue for escape, They will run, and we can run them down. Yeah, I will show off those Chaos Knights right here. Look at that, man. Look at those glorious mohawks. The Baroque purple armor. The gold trimmings. The halberds. Looks sexy as hell. That Chaos Knight charge should seal it, I think. Still a couple handguns firing. It's annoying. Yeah, alright. They are routing. Give them the space they need. We just got a big surge here. We were at like 380, now we're at 500. Welcome to the stream, guys. Doing some Slaanesh campaign, and we have just laid siege to Middenheim. Their forces have rallied, and the White Wolf of Ulrich is about to fall. I mean, we took pretty serious casualties there. Lost about a third of our army, but to take a city like that and make all that money, I'd say that's 100% worth it. That's a fun battle, and way more fun than a regular siege would be. I wish these huntsmen would stop running away, though. And this is Sigvald the Magnificent, right here. Got his own unique model. A lot of nice little touches like that in the beginning of the end times. Keep chasing, and I think we, make sure there's nothing actually shooting me anymore. I think it's just the huntsman unit. Bro, what are you doing? Are we getting raided by Legend? This is an interesting Warhammer 2 mod. It's an awesome mod. What's going on, my dude? Yeah, I absolutely adore Beginning of the End Times. This mod is so much fun. Remember Legend back in the day did a corn campaign. I think that was back in, what, like 2016? That was a while ago. Like a giveaway campaign. He went like 80 parts. Which, he's kind of cracked the code on YouTube when it comes to campaign gameplay. People don't like watching full series anymore. Some people do, obviously, but majority of viewers just stop watching after like 3 or 4 parts. Legend has it right where you do it like 3 or 4 streams or 3 or 4 videos and then just call it there. Move on to the next thing. Doing a 15, 20, 25, 30 campaign part series just does not work on YouTube. I know some of you guys love it, seeing from beginning to end, but I think streaming is definitely the way to go. I wish YouTube had a way better streaming platform. There's a lot of things that Twitch does a million times better. But maybe with Dr. Disrespect and some of these other content creators coming over from Twitch, maybe YouTube will start investing in the back end of the platform, start making things better. Alright. Casualties inflicted all across the board, looking pretty solid there. Chaos Knights, 217 kills, 2 losses. Hell yeah. But maybe took a few more losses there than I would have liked, but they had a bunch of great swords and leveled swords of Ulrich. Hard to cut through them. I will take a heroic victory all day. He said there isn't enough views for a Beginning of the End Times campaign. He's probably right. I mean, we got 500 people on stream right now. Not mind-blowing numbers by any stretch of the imagination, but... Alright, we can exterminate or sack it. Okay, so that's good. 4,000 gold for sacking. I think we will do so. And we take Middenheim in the heart of the Empire. Now, can we hold on to it? That's the question. What do we get for a successful Chaos Incursion? Hopefully something nice. $2,400 gold crowns, bunch of experience. How about regenning all my units to full? How about that? Well, we are still in the green, actually. That's good. Mostly because we lost so many units, but... Thank you guys so much for the support and donations on stream so far. Really appreciate it. Having a good time on some Call of Warhammer Beginning of the End Times.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
And I just want to play that again because it's fun. Thank you, Steve Rambo. The Chaos God of Sex and Seduction. Steve Rambo coming in hot and heavy. Alright, so Mindheim's good. So we're going to destroy a lot of this stuff. Fairground, can't use it. Burn it all, leave it to breed again, then burn it again. Yes, indeed. Windmill. Yeah, I'm gonna leave all the garrison buildings, just burn the rest of it down. Guess you want to fire up a Third Age campaign? Yeah, to this day, I think Third Age, maybe Divide and Conquer might be the best Medieval 2 mod ever, which is no disrespect to Beginning of the End Times. It's an amazing mod. But what Eric here, Galadirothan, and the other dudes at the Divide and Conquer team have done and continue to do for like a decade is crazy. It's really impressive what they've done over there. I love that mod a lot. Super fun. Although I don't like the Barracks event. Barracks event's kind of annoying. But I think they've, I think they're considering reworking that or getting rid of it entirely, which is cool. Chambers, don't need you. Yeah, Corn campaign wasn't for Beginning of the End Times. It was for Rage of the Dark Gods. That was when Call of Warhammer was back in like 1.5 or something. Yeah, that was a long ass time ago. Jesus, it's been a while. I'm really rich now, guys. Can't burn that down. Temple of Sigmar definitely burning them down, player. Alright, so we're looking pretty powerful here. Even if I go high tax rate, they're not too happy. I'll do it for now. What do I build? Demons in the middle of the Empire would be dope, but I don't see the demonic summoning. Yeah, I don't think this is the one. I need to look at the building browser. Yeah, demon summoning altar is its own thing. So maybe I just can't build it there? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll go for a minor chaos barracks then. And we have is that Dietrich Caster? Dude, that might be Archaon. That is Archaon. Dietrich the Gifted, cool. Archaon with his full stack sitting right next to me. We're friends, so I'm not too worried about it. But, alright, we have Mindheim captured. Ehrengrad already fell to Rebellion. Nice. Didn't matter, I just sacked it and took all its money and moved on. Move you down here. And get all these guys up to the front line. And keep recruiting, man. We've got all kinds of money now. Oh, here we go. Demonettes and Seekers of Slaanesh, baby. Oh, yeah. So this unit is amazing. Their stats aren't incredibly impressive, but they have incredible mobility and they're heavy cav. Well, they're technically light cav, but they function like heavy cav. And their cycle charging is brutal. Their upkeep is also kind of brutal, but worth it. What do I think of the new SFO update changes to upkeep and replacing its cost, increasing in scale? I haven't played an SFO campaign in a hot minute, so I can't speak too much to the changes, but I've heard about them and they seem interesting. That's the one where they changed the upkeep penalties for like multiple armies, right? But now it just scales differently. I don't remember exactly what they did. In the building browser, you can hover and see what the building requires. Probably requires culture. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's why we're sending our priests over there. Hopefully, we'll get them here soon, and then they should be able to corrupt the province. And that does make sense, right? Like, if you want to summon demons, you need a lot of chaos corruption. So, that's the game plan. Where's my other priest at? Oh, I already have him here then. Okay, sweet. Yeah, it's only 2% Chaos Gods right now. We can't recruit anything here yet. Hopefully that will be soon. Just Y NOK 100. I just have to personally thank you for congratulating and applauding my poop. That is all. Also, frick Tau. You're not a Tau fan?
We shall be as kings.
That's pretty messed up, dude. I think space communists are awesome. I don't know what your problem is. But I will
Without
congratulate
further
you again to your
interruption,
poop.
let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Your poop was very, very impressive. I'm very happy you're able to do it.
The gods watch over us.
I mean, we are doing a Slaanesh stream, like stimulating your prostate is a pretty big deal. It's an important part of any Slaanesh campaign. That's why poops feel good. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. It's basically reverse anal, you know? Alright, very good hunt. I don't even know what that means. I imagine that means something about like our economy and our farming. But I don't actually know what the faction effects are for that. Reynold the Perverse got a Chaos Steed, Crimson Armor of Dargon. A Demon Prince is starting to get big pimpin' too. Yeah, that army is looking pretty strong. So minor Chaos Barracks on the way. Still white in the positive.
My will cannot be contested.
And I think we gotta start, well, when this thing finishes up, which is in one turn, we can recruit a General's Bodyguard there, and then also one up here soon too. I'll get a General's recruited to come down with the Demonettes, and we'll make another stack that starts dealing with Kislev. So I might recapture Aarongrad, but the actual city of Kislev, which I think is here, Hell Pit is right around here. We'll capture that, and we'll start actually forming a real home base. I mean, we're pretty hard to take down at the Keep of Secrets. I imagine the garrison script works for your own settlements as well. So if a Nurgle stack came and attacked Keep of Secrets, I would imagine we'd get a bunch of units here too. But I'm not actually sure about that. If anyone knows, feel free to confirm.
We shall be as kings.
We'll hang out here for now, but as soon as we have a General's Bodyguard to make sure they don't rebel, we'll be good. And we're just gonna hang out for a minute and wait for our infrastructure to build up. I need to figure out where the other Middenheim settlements are. Midland should be to the south and west. I think Karlberg is southwest of Middenheim, so we'll move there next, probably. Did we fail? No. They're just asking me to do it again. Well, that's easy enough.
Lord, lead us onwards to victory. Raise everything for the glories of the gods.
Okay, so Chosen of Slaanesh Bodyguard and Chaos Warrior Bodyguard. We'll recruit both of those. Their upkeep is actually very low, 385, and yeah, that's awesome. Even that should finish up soon. Get some more Chaos Warriors, and we'll come down with a full stack of Chaos Warriors.
There can be no victory against my immortal masters.
That is a priest, and a high level one at that. Still only 51% Chaos God, so... Does that allow me to recruit? No, not yet. I don't know if I should focus on Middenheim. This will probably be my new recruitment center, so I think it makes sense to send a bunch of priests that way, but...
I have seen the true path.
I can't retrain anything either. Okay. Yeah, we just gotta chill for a minute. The garrison script does not work for my own capital. That sucks. You still liking Hunt Showdown, and have you considered playing with fans? I've considered streaming it. The problem that I've had with any FPS game that has a lot of detail in it, like Hunt, is that it artifacts really bad on YouTube on 1080p, which is annoying. One thing that's happened to YouTube over the years is they've gradually kind of, I wouldn't say they've phased out 1080p, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, but anyone who uploads frequently in 1080p, it has a lot of artifacting. It doesn't look clean and smooth and clear the way that it should. 1080p should be more than enough visually speaking for viewers, and it still is, but it does not look as good as it used to. And that's because I think behind the scenes, YouTube wants people to upload in 1440p. Part of the reason why I upgraded my computer, so I could upload in 1440p, but I still can't stream in it. I won't be able to until I get a new GPU and a new monitor, and that is the plan. I think, actually, I heard that the new Ampere line of GPUs is coming out in September. So the game plan is to upgrade my GPU and my monitor then, and then I can stream in 1440p. But until that point, I can only stream in 1080. And even if you have 8,000, 10,000 bitrate, which is relatively high, way higher than even Twitch allows, YouTube compresses the stream and makes it look bad. So I don't want to do a Hunt Showdown stream at 1080p because it will look like shit. It will just look bad. Especially on any of the foggy maps, it just artifacts a lot, it blurs a lot, and it won't look good. So I want to do Hunt Showdown content more. I want to stream it. I want to do stuff like that. I'm relatively good at the game. But at 1080p, I just don't think it would look good. So I am still enjoying it. I will be doing more videos for it, but in terms of streaming, it's not really an option for me right now. Because 1080p and YouTube and all that stuff on the back end just makes it look like not very good at all. Just why with the NOK 50, I forgot to say F the Mosin Nagant Optomat. Yeah, so not actually a very good gun anymore. I play in not the top tier bracket in Hunt, but pretty close. Like I very rarely get killed by anyone who's an up arrow, being someone who's higher skilled than me. There are plenty of people who are better than me at the game, obviously, but I'm solid at the game for sure. And one thing I've noticed is that no one uses the Optomat anymore. They've nerfed it into oblivion, really. It's just not a great gun. It doesn't really belong in Hunt anyway. I would say more like screw the Dolch, screw the some of those other guns that don't really make too much sense in an 1890s game.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
But yeah, when I hear Optomat now, I just kind of say like, all right, well you're kind of an idiot. It's not even that good a gun. I can't remember the last time I was killed by one. You do gotta play around it though. You don't want to be rushing fully automatic weapon. That can get pretty bad. Russian. Alright, so we got Desolators up north. That's cool. Thank you for the NOK 50, by the way. Much appreciated. Pretty sure that's one of their reduced internet load due to Corona. It might be. I don't think it's necessarily related to Corona. I think it's more just the load they have in general in terms of load. Slanesh. How much they're investing in their infrastructure in the back end. So, obviously, there's a ridiculous amount of content on YouTube. Corona or not. And the more content that gets put up, the more strain there is on their storage space and everything they hold on to on the back end, all that information, all that data. And I imagine they're kind of secretly like lowering the bitrate for 1080p stuff to make it look worse just so that it puts less stress on their systems. So I'm not sure it's necessarily Corona related as it is just over the years more and more stuff gets uploaded and none of it gets deleted. So they need more and more space. I don't know what that will look like well into the future. I mean, I know a terabyte of data, a terabyte hard drive 5-10 years ago could have cost like 100, 150 bucks, 200 bucks. 20 years ago, it would have cost thousands. Now storage costs nothing. I can buy a 2 terabyte hard drive for like 80 bucks. It's pretty ridiculous. So hopefully they'll be able to continue like expanding everything on the back end and making things so that we can just keep uploading and no one ever gets their stuff deleted. But I can't even imagine what would happen if my YouTube channel lost all its content. That would be a feels bad man for sure. Okay, so 3 turns away from getting General's Bodyguards there. Probably do a little bit more building in Skyvold. Yeah, so we'll do Chaos Barracks and then some northern stables. Do some more recruiting here. Chaos Barracks, and then we'll have a bunch of units on the way. Does anyone... Actually, we'll take a look. Building browser. I want to see what the kennel does. Oh, it's just the kennel. Alright, so I don't care about that at all. If that gave me, like, Chosen Knights or something, I'd be down for that, but it does not. Alright. We're about to have some huge armies on the way. Continue further south. Good, looking real good. Very strong economic position, and doesn't seem like any of these factions are moving on my way to try to kill me. Yeah, so the SSDs were like the biggest thing when I upgraded my computer. It changed my life, man. Completely changed my life. Total War games, Warhammer 2, for instance, I think the load times were probably like a minute for some battles. Now it's about 8-10 seconds, maybe. And turn times affected a little bit by SSDs too, I believe. Yeah, it's super nice. In Dogecoin? Sounds like a good investment to me, dude. Stonks. Alright, finally, we got some demonettes. Them armies looking strong, dude. 2 turns there. Can we do any conquering out on this side? One thing I could use is a spy. Actually, I have an idea.
Ours is a strong alliance.
Watchtowers.
Gods see fit.
Okay. Well, we'll do one more right here.
The gods. I have my word.
That'll give me some
For the gods.
good vision. Alright, so Nordland, if I attack Solzhenmund, that's their capital, so they have a garrison script. Delbers should not, but it is a full stack. Get some Marauders here. Chaos Hounds are insane. They have an AoE attack. Okay. Requires a level of Chaos Temple. So it's not about corruption. It's about the building the minor Chaos Temple first, or the Sacrificial Altar. Let's see. Building browser. Requires large Chaos Barracks. Okay. So that's what I need. It's not about corruption. It's about the Chaos Barracks. Makes sense. Can you transfer Steam install location from a hard drive to SSD? Yes, that's the first thing I did. Yeah, I had all my information on my hard drive and I transferred it all over. Or you should be able to. I definitely did. Alright. I think we can attack... No, we can't. We can't leave Mindenheim because then Nordland comes in from the north. We definitely need another army down here. We could Delta split. Once we get a Chaos Barracks actually finished up. And kind of split our generals up a bit more. We're now in the red, which makes sense. Considering these things cost 1 million to upkeep. You guys are finished in 1 turn. And then we'll get all of you together. Let's start moving you to the east.
We shall advance, great champion.
Wait 1 more turn. And then we should, I think with the Demonites coming in from the north, we should have like a full stack. And 4 generals bodyguards in that army. Yeah, I think I'll take you. So Crudenwald. Ooh, good.
Chaos will rule this frail world.
That is a lot of stacks.
There can be no rest.
What do they have?
Don't hurry, there's just a battle to win.
Okay. Well, that's a very winnable battle. Even with both stacks. They don't have a lot of cav. But the problem is if I go and attack that, then we probably end up losing the stack afterwards. Yeah, dude, we're fully surrounded right here, man. It's actually starting to get scary. Yeah, we have to combine them, unfortunately.
Glory to chaos. As you command, chosen one. My blade is yours.
Alright, they are finally finished up.
Fight for the power of chaos flows within. I move towards immortality. My wrath is not sated. Onwards to victory. Raise everything for the glories of the gods. We shall await your command.
We'll wait 2 more turns here. Get one more Marauder. And then they'll sail across the ocean blue. We'll team up, and then these guys will probably march on Kislev. At the same time, it's not a bad idea to just come down here. We can actually get some aggression done. Because in Middenheim right now, I could beat any of these stacks 1v1 for sure. Problem is, if I do anything, the others will march in. I don't want to lose Middenheim. This will be my new recruitment center. Speaking of Arbol the Undefeated, I just saw it in chat. He's also in this game. There are usually about 2 or 3 lore-friendly lords for each of the factions. I haven't seen Dakala or Nakari, but Sigvald's in, Strykar's in, for Khorne, Arbol, and crap. Not Angrath, Arbol. Wait, no, it's Arbol the Undefeated and not Harbol. Hargroth. Hargroth the Blooded One is in there too. And I think Valkia can become a demon princess that shows up later on down the line as well. That might be a mission. So each of the Chaos factions has a lot of their unique lords. Archaon, obviously, in Chaos Undivided, we've already seen him.
Praise the gods. Fight as you command, chosen one. As the gods command.
What is that?
Let's get out
Ooh.
of it.
Alright, there's an actual stack there. Well, we'll probably have to head that way then.
My blade is yours. So be it.
Units are starting to get expensive. We might have to call a new crusade soon. I don't know why I didn't get to the top of the leaderboard here when I won my crusade. That should have put me all the way at the top.
The gods will be my
Slowly changing the corruption here.
powers. The gods command, and I
Right click on message pop-ups on the left instead of moving your mouse to click on the message itself. We're working on putting a lot more key lore characters into the mod. I like that, Serious Potato. Yeah, he is a mod creator for Beginning of the End Times. Him and Tom Doof and a few others have done the majority of the work on this, I think. Unholy Chaos Temple. Don't need that right now. Large Chaos Barracks gives me the Demonic Summoning Altar too. But starting to lose a lot of money, so I don't want to invest too much in infrastructure right now. We've got plenty in terms of recruitment. We get those generals come south, and then we'll fight a battle here against the Norse dwarfs. Like I said, even in Medieval 2, the AI really loves just sitting in their corners, waiting inside their citadels. So forcing them out onto the open field is usually the best way to fight them. Alright, here we go.
Ours is a strong alliance.
Yeah, we're losing about 3,500 a turn now, so we definitely need to get some conquest going.
Fear death not. The battle shall be soon won. We'll advance at once, favored one. Nothing will stop us.
They'll link up with this army, and that will be even more powerful probably than the army that I already have. So we're gonna lift the siege here if we can.
By my blade. The gods watch over us.
And Bill probably can't make any moves at this point. They have some serious stacks going on. Jesus. Well, I think the game plan then is to keep recruiting down here. These are only, yeah, 140 upkeep. That's fine. We'll leave them in it as a garrison with maybe a few of the general's bodyguards, and then attack Delbers and kill that off, because that's probably the easiest one to attack. Bring you over to help with the corruption.
This frail world. My fate is clear.
Still can't recruit anything too good there. Alright.
As the gods command.
Archaon marching back home to Norska. Just saw him pass by. You don't like the Slaaneshi color scheme? That is extra heretical, my dude. Purple, pink, and gold is sexy as hell.
Ours is a strong alliance. I will leave none alive.
All right, well that's just bullshit if I've ever seen it. General Gotrek. I guess we'll have to fight it. That is a army. Yeah, that auto resolve bar is a lie. Science is a liar. Sometimes. So if you've not seen the models in this mod yet, feast your eyes. It holds up pretty well, I think. I mean, obviously it's an old-ass game. Those Chaos Warriors and Chaos Knights, they look really damn cool. But a taste of what we will see in Warhammer 3. And they have banners, which is always nice. Got a corrupted purple dude here from the Blue Man group. I do not think, yeah, it's North so they do not have any cav whatsoever. So we'll split this up like this. I only have one cav unit. That's unfortunate. Oh my god, dude. Alright, double fast forward. One thing about Medieval 2 AI, they love doing this. My god, they love it so much. Every single battle, it doesn't matter what kind of army they have. They could have no missile troops whatsoever. They will run to the highest point on the map. Every single time. There is a penalty for fighting uphill in Medieval 2, I believe. I'm not sure what it is. But we're going to be marching for a bit here. Meanwhile, I will take a look at chat. Nudity is a no-no. Trollhag proves it. Dude, Trollhag is the hottest waifu in Warhammer 2. Hands down. Like, why would you date Ilariel or Neferata or Khalida or Elspeth von Draken when you can date Trollhag? You see them tickle bitties, man? It's insane. For the 17th time, this is canceled. Yeah, guys, I don't think we're getting titties or floppy dicks or appendages in Warhammer 3. We're being completely honest. It doesn't seem like... Ow, I'm getting torn apart by crossbows. Jesus. Oh my god! Alright, well, I should probably start paying attention. Dude, that's brutal. How many quarters does he have? A lot, that's why. Oh, it's actually almost all... Wait, it's all quarrelers? Always has been. Dude, they got shredded, man. They lost like 40 dudes on the way in. That hurt. Some Chaos Warriors around the flank. Get these Chaos Knights all the way around the flank. And we'll swing a few of you out as well. Well, actually, you guys... Alright, that's annoying. Do a quick rear charge into them. Get you guys all the way around. We'll swarm this. Spread out a little bit more. Not going to be a great charge there. Oh, that was lame. One out. Biggest thing right now, gotta shut down those quarrelers. They're firing in and they're wrecking me. Alright, they're already shaken. Keep pushing. Push through. And we're gonna line up a perfect downhill charge. Make sure we get all the momentum we need. Alright, here we go. That should be sexy. Hi, Valea's bearded ass. We're about to get rear charged by Slaaneshi warriors. That should kill most of that unit. Oh my god, down 50, 60 models already. Yeah, let's do that again. That's pretty good. That feels pretty nice. Right in the butt. Here we go. One more time. Alright. Yeah, I've never understood charges in Medieval 2, dude. Like, that was a limp dick charge. First one was fully erect and juicy as hell. And that one was the exact same thing. And they just stopped right before and said, you know what? We don't really feel like it. And then lost models because of it, too. Let's try that again. And they're starting to route now. Perfect. Let them run. That is a good question. I've been wondering that myself. I don't know what building has hell cannons. I've not seen it. I've looked through them. I know that in Rage of the Dark Gods you could recruit them. I imagine you can do so here as well, but I have not seen what building is what creates them. There might be maybe like a mission kind of thing that you have to complete certain objectives to get them and you can't recruit them normally. Serious Potato would probably know the answer to that question. Mass route. Make sure they do not come back. Slaaneshi heavy cav, dude. There's just something about it. Alright, well. Lost 24% of our army, but mostly Marauders, so I'm fine with it. Warhammer 2 is better? Wow, that's a shocking viewpoint. I've never heard anyone express anything like that before. I can't imagine a game that came out in 2020 created by real developers might be better than a mod. That's insane. Thank you for your input. What the hell? Yes, professional game developers usually do make better games than people who make games in their free time as mods. This mod is really, really damn cool, though. I think it's been a decent showcase of it so far. At least I hope so. Alright. Where do we go next? And there's one major advantage it has right now, of course. Can't play as demons in Warhammer 2 right now. They don't exist. Can't play as Chaos Dwarfs or Ogre Kingdoms either. All three factions exist in this mod, and they are on the eastern edge of the map. Alright, so you are going to link up with this homie down here. Yeah, that's going to be a very powerful stack. But we're bleeding to income right now, dude. We got to capture some stuff.
As you wish, favored one.
How did you get Mindenheim? It was a Chaos Incursion. So we called a crusade on it, and then marched all the way down through Vinskor, Skravold, and Norska into the heart of the Empire, and took it. Ripped out the beating heart of Midland. Now the big question is, what do I do next? I do not have enough troops down here. Like, I'm just completely surrounded, and they're not attacking me either.
Glory to chaos.
I'm not quite sure how to handle this part. Because if I go down to Delbers, then they attack from the east. Selzman attacks from the north. Nordland comes in from everywhere and I just get gangbanged, which, as much as the Dark Prince might enjoy that kind of thing, I'm not sure it'd be ideal for my campaign. And I really can't afford to wait for this army to come all the way south. So I need to just go to that large town, sack that, start capturing settlements again. You guys probably should have joined the party too. At this point, you're 280. Okay. I'm gonna disband them. I didn't realize they cost 280 upkeep. That's a lot. That should help. And I think we're gonna have to chill on the recruiting for a little bit here. What do you guys think? Can I get aggressive here over Midheim, or are there just too many stacks around me right now? Astalia is not a playable faction in this version. I don't. No, Border Princes might be. I actually can't remember. They might be. I have certainly played with them in a version of Beginning of the End Times. Astalia, obviously not Border Princes. But I think they kind of all encompass the same faction. This mod, I really can't remember. You can take a look at the custom battle screen after we're done with the stream. We're at 3 hours. Probably won't go past 3.5, just so I can get it up tonight. For some reason, whenever I go like near 4 hours on a stream, the whole thing won't process. So like a big section will typically get cut out for like hours and hours and hours after until it fully processes, which gets really annoying. So usually 3 to 3.5 is the sweet spot. You guys are going to go to this town right here. That's a neutral faction, huh? And 2 turns away from there. Alright, so they're bringing the Border Princes back. I think they were available in maybe Call of Warhammer Rage of the Dark Gods. That might have been when they were playable. But they're not playable in 1.5, I do not believe. Save this here. Tell you what. Let's just do a big battle. Let's do a really big battle. Oh god, that army's huge. Just as a fun finish to the end of the stream. What do you guys think about that? Now, this is obviously not a smart play, but this will be the last battle on stream today, I think, so we might as well just go ham with it, you know? So, should I attack? I'll leave it up to you guys. Attack Auckland or attack Nordland? There's a slight delay, maybe like 30-40 second delay, so I'll wait for you guys to answer. Which faction do you want me to fight? Which battle to end this stream? Slaanesh, he demands you dogpile these southerners. Attack. Yeah, attack, but who? Who should I attack? Auckland or Nordland? I can't do Midland because I'd have to lay siege and then they'd move in and attack me from behind. But these I can catch on the open plain. Attack Nordland, Nordland, Auckland, Nordland. The bigger battle, whichever one that is. It looks the same to me, actually. I think they would both be about the same size battle. Seeing a lot more Nordland. Alright, we'll go Nordland. Skyrim belongs to the North, so we'll take it from them.
I will kill them for you.
Oh, wow. They're not being reinforced? That's actually hilarious. Okay, well, that's actually kind of lame. Let's back up then. Can we withdraw? Nope. Alright, maybe they'll attack me here. We'll move you guys back in. Yeah, this won't be the canon ending, because obviously the only reason I'm doing this is just to get an entertaining battle at the end of the stream. But let's see what they do. They might sally out and attack me. I hope they do. This army will probably attack Mindenheim. Let's see how this goes. I think we got like ambushed or something. That was weird. I want to fight them all at once. Here we go. Oh, they're coming from behind. Dude, there's so many stacks here. Alright, here we go. Alright, well this should be easy actually. They didn't attack me with most of it. They do have witch hunters though. Those guys are good. Only 30 models, but they have high missile attack. Let's take a look at their stats actually. Alright here. Yeah, 13, 14, decent stats. Do they have 8? Yeah, 3 hit points each. And 12 missile attack. Probably armor piercing as well.
Fear my blade, weaklings.
This really shouldn't be too bad. Oh, please don't be a full forest map. Please, God. This is fine, I guess. Alright.
Show no mercy.
So Demonettes, Chaos Warriors, and Chosen of Slaanesh all in the front ranks to support. Will be an important linchpin of this build for sure. Chaos Trolls are all like Gold Shabbat. They're just killing it for me, but I just can't retrain them. I did not see any artillery whatsoever, so I think we're good on that front. We don't have to worry about getting blobs. Alright. Let's get this thing popping. Alright, this army's right in front of us. Those are Knights Panther, I believe. No, Sons of Manan. Oh, interesting. That's a cool little regiment. Never gonna see them in Warhammer 2, but they got tridents. Pretty cool looking model as well. And Empire Swordsmen and Halberdiers. So let's get a full rear charge off, get the cav around, and brace for impact, because there might be a charge on the way. Chill, like right here. Run. And the reinforcing army is all the way up on that hill, on the other side of the battlefield. Someone screaming Hochland in chat. Yeah, it's a little bit too late for that, my dude. Nordland definitely won. Alright, we're gonna just absolutely swarm this infantry. This is gonna be brutal. Alright, Cav. I'm gonna get a full sandwich on them, too. You guys can flank all the way around. Here it comes. Yeah, I missed their charge because they're a bunch of idiots. This is not actually gonna be a good charge. They're trying to move away. They're trying to link up with the... Oh! They're trying to escape. They're trying to get to the other army. Let's not let that happen. Dude, they might break containment here. They might get away. Catch them. Kill them. That's hilarious. They pushed through that real quick. Left their army to die, but... Alright, we'll send some cav to deal with the routers, and then the infantry will move up the hill. Dude, I thought I had them perfectly surrounded. I'm gonna catch them here, though. There we go. Sigvald into the fray. Kill some for me, daddy. He's actually fighting their general's bodyguard. Where's the other unit? Alright, we need to get out of the blob here. We're absolutely crushing them. Oh, they came back. So Delta split real quick and then just sandwich these babies from both sides. Hardcore Slaaneshi spit roast is how we do it. Alright. Yeah, this should be good. That should be a clean charge. Sigval, how are things? Good? Perfect. Oh, they're coming. Now they're coming. Let's run.
As you command, chosen one.
They're right at the edge of those trees. That's a big-ass army. Killed 13% of their army, only lost 2% so far. That's good. Looks like one son of Manon bodyguard made it to his lines. Just to spread a little fear, so a little bit of discord. Alright, here comes the full stack now. They are opening up fire, so we're gonna need to run. And Chosen Knights will flare out to the side where there are less trees. You guys can flare out to the left. So certain named characters actually have unique character models in Beginning of the End Times. Yes, so Sigvald has his own unique model. Archaon has his own unique model. Valkia has her own unique model. Arbal the Undefeated. Argroth the Blooded One. A lot of them do. It's a really nice touch, honestly. It adds a lot. It makes you feel a little bit more invested in the characters themselves, which is good. And when you lose a character in this game, they're dead forever. They don't come back. They're not legendary lords like in Warhammer 2. We are mighty, we are legion. I wonder where that comes from. Mark of Chaos, maybe? Pretty sick voice acting. Alright, let's flare you guys out to the side. Stay strong in the center. Where you guys at? Oh, this is a big battle. You guys need to go further outside. Alright, they are in a flanking position now. So, game plan, shut down the crossbows, because they have a lot of AP. And the handguns. Oh, we're swarming. They're already mass routing. Oh, we need the knights in the background. Push through. Alright, perfect. They're in on the target I want them to be on. We're breaking the center super fast. They'll be our sex toys after this battle's over. Crossbows, Empire Archers. You don't need to be worried about the Witch Hunters. We'll actually hold you back and try to get a charge into them once we have some infantry breaking that way. It's time down. Yep. Perfect. That was actually pretty easy. That's just a mass rout. They know. They've heard what Sigvald does to prisoners, and they're all off the field now. We might get out of this with less than 20% casualties. Give them a bit of morale penalty with that chant. Demonic summoning, and into the crossbows here. They're so spread out. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's over. God, dude, these Chosen Knights of Slaanesh Bodyguard are so damn good. And I think some of them are starting to cause fear as well. I think some of them have that trait. So pretty much as soon as they make contact with an enemy formation with a rear charge, they're gone. And archers don't have very good morale anyway. Okay, so they're off the field. Rear charge them. Keep pushing through, get rid of these crossbows, and we should be good. Demonettes come back here. They are not replenishing models very much. I don't know if all General's Bodyguard heal. They should be a lot more healthy than they are now. They might have a different... Yeah. I don't think the Daemons actually heal. Which kind of sucks. But I got them for free, so I'm not going to complain too much there. Alright, you guys are routed. Perfect. And that's a general. Let's double fast forward this. We have this finished for sure. What's still on the field? There we go. Alright, that was actually pretty easy. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Call of Warhammer Beginning of the End Times. I know it's been a long time since we played the mod last. It really does have a special place in my heart. I adore it. It's so much fun. And it was a great look at what we could expect from Total War Warhammer. It does look a little bit dated, of course, but I think a lot of people, to this day, think that Medieval 2 is maybe the best campaign map experience in the entirety of Total War's history. So, I think it is definitely worth checking out if you have not done so before. I'm going to ransom them. Oh, okay, so they're going to die. And I think we're going to call it there. So we can maybe take Salzman next turn. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look. And I will be working out some more Kislev content with the mod there. Definitely a lot more multiplayer content this week. Just some normal multiplayer battles. Get back into the standard groove of everything. And hopefully we'll be able to show off some 3K content soon as well. Naman are coming relatively soon. And should be able to show them off, hopefully, in the near future. So thank you all for joining me and the support on stream today. Let me make sure I didn't miss any donations in my alert box. I want to give a big shout out to Steve Rambo for his glorious speeches every time someone donated. They're looking good. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you all in the next video. Any pride? Not for now. Have a good one, guys.